you just shove it. You
I'm
it's like
steering.
moving you forward. You're like, move out of my way! As you bash through like 4 or 5 halflings and they get tossed into the water. On all sides. Well, hello, everybody. Welcome back to Wicked Initiative. I'm your DM, Dan Perez, and with me I have my wonderful cast of Wicked Adventurers. Say hello, everybody.
Hello.
Last we left off, you guys were battling 4 draconic beasties, 2 extremely large, and the other 2 more like mages. You guys fight tooth and nail to get these things off of Bosco's home. They do cave in a bit. No help to Ares, who sort of started it, but they bash through it quite heavily. Rummage around in a couple of places, and then you guys manage to finish them off as they all explode and are left in a puddle of goo. There's nothing left of them after these encounters. I think they also remind you of a similar thing that you had fought earlier on in the streets during that murder scene. After this happens, a rogue kind of hawk or falcon. No, it was a giant eagle, that's what it was. Flies in with just white feathers with a little bit of a pink hue on the ends as he forms into what Gax and Aragar know as Silas Devani, who is a peace druid from Rispanock, your hometown in the Veshlands. He was not keen at talking to Aragar about anything, and they had respect for Gax. As you guys sort of put these pieces together, he asks you to continue your search and to speed it up for a potential cure to whatever's going on, because otherwise things are not going to end well. The people back home are getting antsy, and they're not afraid to fight. They'd rather see Port Vishar burn than it be shared with someone else and them encroach upon their lands. He did say that your family was safe, Gax, and yeah, we'll start off there, you guys. It's obviously the house is still like crumbling a little bit. There's it's in a state of disarray. Everything inside got smashed to bits as the big guy, one of the dreadnoughts, was just sort of like smashing through everything, looking for potential a dragon.
I also didn't help matters by getting some frustration out with one of the doorways.
Yes. Zarzros was the one with that information that he obtained from the dreadnought, basically asking him, hey, what are you here for? Like, why are you trying to do this to this particular home? And you find out that there's some sort of beacon that brought him here. A beacon or a dragon or some other force. He wasn't necessarily keen on telling you, but you guys were beating the hell out of him, and so you got a little bit out of him before you managed to destroy him. The night is cooling down. It's quiet out again. There's no slashing of swords going on. You can see out in the distance that it doesn't seem that anyone was really affected, at least in the refugee camp over closer to the city. They seem to be quiet as ever. Whether or not that's from them being sickly or them being uninterested, not quite sure, but there's nothing crazy going on over there. You are left out here in Bosco's kind of like caved in home. All sorts of things in disarray, and
Can I walk, or, I'm gonna walk over to the pool of blood, I guess, or like the pool of viscous that was there after they exploded. Can I do a medicine check on it to see if I can, I don't know, understand its properties a little bit more?
Yeah.
And I'm going to give myself guidance.
While he's doing that, can I look into them? Look into it, or like do an arcane check on it. Maybe there's some residual magical stuff.
Yeah.
28.
28.
19.
19. Both of you sort of wander over to where one of those mages that you decimated and had, like, its necrotic skin just sort of, like, tore off of its own flesh and then just exploded in fragments all over the place of bone. You guys go and pick up a couple of those and start to investigate them. With the medicine check, I'd say that these things were 100% created by some other genetic material. They are definitely, and using his knowledge from Arcana, you guys are looking over them together, sort of like handing them back and forth. They're held together by magic, but they were created by some substance. And I'd say with a medicine check, give me a combo with an insight check.
Sure. Can I still use guidance for it?
Yeah.
Oh. 10. Right? Yeah, 10.
Given what you know of the current state of, you've told your friend to like try burning these things or whatever rashes were on the people, and the inclination that there's some sort of bug or something living within this particular disease. The bone fragments are very similar, and it's as if whatever necrotic thing is happening to a person's flesh, it is reforming as this thing.
Oh.
These are civilians. I agree. It's almost like it creates a husk over the host and then controls them. It reconfigures them. This sucks. This is gonna take more than fire to put out. Yeah.
I guess I open up my notebook and I just scribble down everything that I've just learned, and put it away.
I really don't know how to deal with something like this. I've never seen something like this before. This is what I've been saying. There's more to this. You're the only one that's even entertained that thought. Silas and his like, they couldn't care. They just want it dealt with, whatever that means. We'll just have to go testing more. Maybe both.
And I'll start walking away from the blood pool.
Okay. Yeah, it's more of like a fragmented just dust everywhere. It's just like bone
Then from the
fragment
small
dust.
crater.
It's just a white like dust pit basically that's been created. I think you guys, as you're sort of regrouping a little bit around the house, I think Bosco's like, well, this stinks. My house is completely messed up, and I don't know how we're ever going to put this thing back together.
It's a good thing.
Sorry about that. I got a little heated.
Yeah, I'm not going to blame you too much, though. Those things fucked it up the most.
It's a good thing you brought Darley out to the stone men.
I suppose it was, wasn't it? It was a good idea.
Yeah.
Well, what are we gonna do? Should we rest? Go deal with this bullshit in the morning?
I mean, it
Yes.
sounds pretty quiet, so clearly. One last thought. Why were there only 4? There's dozens, probably more, of people that are infected with the plague.
It probably takes time.
Or,
Like incubation, or maybe something activates it.
that's what I was thinking.
Again, just more testing. Maybe tomorrow I'll go over to the refugee camp again and compare from last time being there.
Maybe Applefoot learned something new. Assuming he's still around.
Hopefully he's still around.
They were sent here. They were looking for a beacon.
What do you mean they were sent here?
They were...
They were sent to my house?
Yes. He said that he was looking for a sigil or a beacon or something of the sort that resided in your house.
That son of a bitch!
Can you
Sigil or
think of
beacon?
anything that could be within your house? Something that alerted these people or things?
It would have to be significant.
I don't know. There was some strange stuff that happened that night that I got the thought. He did some strange magics and he said he was protecting my home. I'm not quite sure about that now, hearing all this.
How did you bond with Fathok?
Beats me.
Right.
But I'll tell you one thing. I see Vathak next. I'm gonna have a word for him, that's for sure.
Are you wanting us to do any work to fix the home?
No,
or...
I'm tired. We had a big battle. We need to probably go to bed.
We do need to rest. I don't think any of us is well rested after that.
Probably not.
No, I doubt it.
Maybe one of us should stay on lookout. I don't know.
I was gonna
Are there
suggest
gonna be more of them coming?
if anybody needed to, the Sneaky Goose is only open at night. But only if someone needs.
We should get a roof over our
Sneaky
heads.
Goose. Isn't that the guy who had the pigeon?
Yes.
Yeah.
I hate that guy.
But the sneaky goose isn't an inn. It's just
It's
a store.
I was just suggesting they're only open at night for adventurers. I was just saying maybe take a trip over, come back, get whatever someone needs,
He
and
had
then come
like
back.
healing potions and stuff.
That's all I'm suggesting. If
Yeah.
anybody thinks they need it.
I mean, we do have
And various other things.
we do have these.
And I'm assuming I picked up 1 or 2 of the rubies and the items.
These dropped from the creatures. I don't know why these remain. Maybe it's a core of some kind.
Well, we mentioned walking over to the hollow hex in the morning. If they're magical in nature, could its proprietor not take a look at it for us?
I think going to the sneaky goose would be better for something like that. Personally.
I mean,
Not a terrible idea.
the man only works with adventurers.
Yeah.
I'm sure he's more worldly.
Are you physically holding that rock out?
The ruby?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give me an Arcana check.
Wait, where did that come from again?
The big
The
beast.
big one?
18?
Instead of the little
18.
one?
I think as you're saying all this aloud, you feel a dense weight start to pull your hand down, and as you stop yourself for a second, look down and bring it closer to you, for a split second, you see just an eye looking at you, and then it retracts.
You alright there?
Do I only see it exclusively?
Just you, yeah. It only it wasn't like the whole thing turned into an eye. It was just like one jagged part of the face of the thing looked directly at you and then disappeared.
Nice.
It's gonna put me on it.
This is a conduit for something. The only thing close that comes to mind is Gorathok, but that's just based on our past experience.
The eye, so I guess I can explain the eye. The eye looked like a dragon's eye, and it was not the venom green that you had seen in Gorathak. It was yellow, and it was like it was illuminated, like there was a backlight behind it.
The eyes were glowing?
Correct. It also starts to burn hot in your hand, and you guys all would see at that point kind of like a low smoke or like a heat haze that's like emanating from it. But obviously, you are not affected by that, by any heat. It doesn't harm you.
Perhaps you should put that away.
I feel nothing.
Yeah, but we might.
That is your problem.
Very much so.
We're learning something new here. I see a yellow eye in this dragon-like.
And now I put the ruby away.
Did we only find 2 rubies there, or were there 4 altogether?
4 altogether.
Who else has the other 2 rubies?
Did anyone pick it up, or was it just me that tried to collect them
I think it was
initially?
just you.
Then I'll go get the other 2 rubies.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, so amongst the group, you guys have the 4.
Yeah, so it was, I wrote it down, 4 rubies, 4 malachite? Yeah. I don't know, like, raise 2 fingers, whatever.
Can I take out the ruby? Well, I'll take out one of the rubies. No, just one of the ones that I have on me. And can I start just like inspecting it, seeing if I can see something similar?
They're if you put them against one another, it's not like they are unique.
Yeah.
They have different jagged edges in different spots. It's not like some are nicer than others. Comparing it to the one that he had that did its crazy thing, the longer you look at it, the more dull it gets. It's not like there's any significance to them.
Yeah.
Whether it was a one-off or not, you're not sure.
Do you still have that spice?
No, I gave it to Applefoot as a warning.
We need to retrieve a sample of that spiked spice. I have a theory. I think you're following.
I'm following.
Lizards.
Yeah.
Seems like trouble. And if it has to do with the spice.
This is a ruby.
This kid.
It's a mineral.
Hashtag lizard gang.
What if, when ingested, it accumulates?
You're saying the spice will condense into that ruby?
That is a
Possibility. Yeah.
Are you holding the ruby out too while you're saying
Yeah.
this? I'm gonna go like, okay.
I was really debating if I just like.
I would flinch. Such a would flinch.
No, I'll wrap it up and I'll put it back or put it away.
But, I mean, if If anyone knows anything, it would be the sneaky goose. But
So are we going to the Sneaky Goose or not?
They're only open at night, and now's our only chance.
If I look up into the sky and look at the moon, can I do a nature check to guess the time?
I wouldn't say that the nature check is required. You wouldn't 100% know the time. You're definitely, as it in pertaining to like, would the Sneaky Goose be open?
No. In pertaining to just kind of like
How much rest of the night do we
Yeah,
have?
how much rest of the night do we have? Like, would we have enough time? for
You
a long
would
rest
still
and
get a
stuff
good
like that?
night's sleep, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
If we get
let us make it quick then.
You'd be a little bit behind the ball of like that big rush of like port workers that are getting ready to go dock ships and pull off carts and things like that.
Yeah, so instead of waking up at 6 a.m., we're waking up at like 8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're behind all the blue collar workers.
Yeah.
Shall we then?
Let's.
Off to the Sneaky Goose then.
Let's make it quick, because I think we all need a good rest.
Yeah. Agreed.
Cool. As you guys start heading through there,
Nice work with the javelin, by the way.
you are intercepted by the guards who, this one, I mean, he's a little bit sleepy, and as you guys approach, he obviously checks you all over, but he is in no way irritated at you two. Seeing you.
Fancy that. Fancy that.
Were they earlier?
Yes.
These are guards?
Yes.
So you guys came in the west entrance
Mm-hmm.
from the portal, and you were heavily questioned. You weren't here for this episode, but heavily questioned. You and Aragar had to like bolt to get inside and then hide while the guards kind of chased after you. And then he acted like a guard, taking you in.
Hell yeah! And that is some shit that we would do.
And then right in front of Lucius Siles, just like.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
that's kind of what happened on the western gate.
Yeah.
As you guys are coming in the eastern side where all the refugee camp and all that other stuff is mostly, they are not questioning you all about any of the normal stuff that they did on the other side.
Do they address us at all?
He will say, like, he's like, come on in, just don't get up into any trouble.
Thank you.
I'm not quite sure what you're doing coming in this late at night, but it is what it is. Take it easy.
What's your name? And badge number? I need names for everybody.
Well,
for everybody?
They don't really give us official badges.
I just want your name. Sir.
Marcus.
Marcus. Look, everybody, Marcus. Just write me down.
It's a pleasure to meet you, miss.
Thanks for letting us in so easily. We appreciate it.
I do bow
Did
slightly.
you have problems before?
Yes.
On the other side of the gate.
Well, that's where all the new guys are set up.
Where do the new guys come from? Where do they get recruited?
Oh, they're just, I don't know, all over the place, all over Port Vishar. Just looking for a quick buck.
How long have you been with the guard?
2 years. Am I being investigated for some reason?
No, they're
Sorry.
just
Don't you have some place to
curious
be?
individuals.
It's
That's some
almost
question
midnight.
in your ranks, sir. That's
I'm
all.
ju-
I'm just
Right.
walking off. I'm just leaving.
Yeah.
I already, like, guards have already tried to chase me before. I'm going
He's
straight.
not talking.
Yeah.
He's just like,
We were just surprised.
I didn't walk away with him.
oh,
I'm staying right here, leaning on this wall, waiting for my question to be answered.
what was
What
your
are you?
question, miss?
Okay, I've got some backup. What? What
What
is
is
it?
it?
The lizard folk have a bit more stakes in this, so we're gone.
I'm one with
now.
lizard folk.
You said,
There's some questions in your
some first
brain.
aid.
If they
Or
hurt
in
me,
your- yeah.
it will start a war.
We have questionable ranks.
You helped me last
Sir,
time. Help me
there-
out.
We just had some questions about the new hires and the hierarchy and your system. Where do you receive your orders from?
Lucius.
Directly?
Yeah.
There's a lot of suspicious activity with some of your guards.
Well, they're all new. They're learning.
How long did they train for?
I mean, there's hardly any training.
Exactly.
They get training.
You're telling me that Lucius...
It's a small
You learn
port
on the-
town, and you guys are grilling this random fuck.
For the
We
training
have
regimen.
gadgets!
This is the most.
This is one of those you learn on
I'm
the
actually
job
an undercover
situation.
boss.
Yeah. Right.
Okay, you
You're
guys shouldn't even
telling
hear
me.
this. They walked off.
Undercover.
You're
boss.
telling me that you receive daily orders from Lucius personally.
Mm.
Do all of the guards around the port receive the same?
It's not that he's telling us these orders. It's just an assignment.
Okay. Who's your higher up then?
It is the captain of the guard.
And how often do these assignments change? Daily?
I mean, it can be daily. It can be, I don't know. If Thomas calls out sick, I'm not. I might have to cover his shift. I don't know.
One moment, please.
Thomas,
Do they get
where does
PTO?
Thomas work?
Thomas, this is suspicious.
Where is he
individual.
stationed?
We're gonna check out Thomas.
I don't know. He's really into tank engines.
What is this tank engine?
You never heard of a tank
Thomas,
engine? Oh, you're not
tank
there.
engine.
No, I'm not there.
He's just talking to himself now.
Wait, one moment, please. I think I would definitely
like,
wait
do
real
tank
quick.
engines
What
exist
did
in this
Lucius
universe?
say? I feel like one time we were talking to him
Yeah,
about the
no.
orders. And he said there were new
Fancy
people and it's hard to
LBC.
keep track. But I thought he had
Oh,
said
yeah.
something about. Because you were like, oh, you get your orders from him every day. I thought he had said like someone else helps oversee. I
Probably
can't
the
remember.
captain of the
The-
guard.
Lucius
No,
is the captain of the guard?
Lucius
He's the
is
captain of the guard. But-
There was.
I thought he had said something else, but
It
I don't
wasn't
remember.
the scribe. was
No.
it? No.
I don't know. I
It
just
could
didn't know
also
if there
be
was
that-
He's
anything-
not the scribe. He's the bailiff.
The bailiff.
So he's in
sorry.
charge of legal cases, essentially.
It's possible there's an intermediary that like he gives the general. I don't know how to describe it. A general briefing,
Yeah.
and then that gets passed down the chains.
That's something.
Where it's like we need to have more guards in the west area in comparison to the east or the north or
Yeah,
the
and
south,
then-
and then
and
it
then-
gets
or
passed
like
down, and then
there's-
the guy figures it all out.
Or like there's one head guard per quadrant that reports to Lucius,
Yeah.
and then everyone else reports to that head guard.
But this guard wouldn't know.
What gate did we
Okay.
come in when we hold on. What gate did we come in when we came? Oh wait, it was the west,
The
you
west
said,
gate.
from the portal when we came with the freaking iron
I
hide.
don't know.
Yeah, the west gate.
So Thomas works at the west gate.
I didn't say that.
Well, he was at the west gate.
He mentioned something that Lucius omitted. Did you know about Ironhide?
I knew he existed.
Okay, because Thomas said that Lucius never told him anything about this, that this was a problem. So, you know.
Are you like PIs?
We're working some leads, alright? You got a problem, take me in.
Hold
Why
on.
would you say that? Because I'm looking for a fight. I'm looking for
Oh my god.
Are you guys the ones who brought in Ironhide?
We are. Yes. Glad you know.
Especially us.
Instantly, oh, you recognize me, finally.
Literally, Eric's
The
just
recognition
like
deserved.
toss that
Bam.
hair.
You see him walk over back, tucked in like a corner. He pulls open like a bag or whatnot, and you see him pull out like three wooden cups, and he pops it.
Oh,
I'm gonna pull out my
What a
javelin.
tremendous feat, killing that big beast.
thank you. No one ever seemed to care around here, or ever knew that it was a big deal. And we've been sitting on a wild goose chase from Lucius, so appreciate it.
I'm gonna pull out my javelin.
Yeah, no, I mean
and
that's
lightning.
incredible.
Nick's
You
standing
like it?
there, tapping like a mallet on his hand. He says, "At least we got some recognition."
Oh, God, I thought you wanted to, like,
Like he was about to like knock his knees off or something.
Oh. All right. Yeah.
Let's drink to that.
Here. I sniff it first because I don't trust
How are we
anybody.
the normal
It smells
ones?
normal, right?
I don't know. This got off the rails a little bit.
He just downed it, so
I mean, yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
based
Yeah.
on that, I'd say you'd say
We're,
safe.
we're like 20 feet away, like just.
So, I mean, that's crazy.
Right.
How'd you ever manage to defeat that thing?
Well, it was all that little man right there, and points to Bosco.
Yeah, it was all me. I showed that boy. Made him my bitch.
And I took his stones.
You took his stones.
I did.
Oh, that's right. He wanted his mom. I completely forgot about that. Oh, that's hilarious.
I mean,
Caleb.
Oh man,
that's crazy.
dude,
I
if
don't
only
know
gas
what
got
else to say to
I would've
that.
made
You like it?
sick-ass, like,
Here, take a peek.
Doing
With
like
the javelin of lightning with the tusks and everything.
It's like a haggis or
Takes
something.
it.
Yeah, sell it to some nobleman for a
Whoa,
boatload
pretty
of
cool,
money.
right?
Like,
What is this thing?
It's from his tusks. You know Jagger?
Yeah, I know Jagger.
He made it.
Well, I wasn't here for that.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
awesome.
He flips it around. You see that there's like a kind of like small, teeny tiny J marked into it that you didn't notice yet. Oh yeah, it is a Jagger product.
Nice.
oh, I also have a boatload of tusks.
Well, thanks for answering some questions, Marcus. We appreciate it and letting us through so easy.
Yeah, no, take it easy. I'll be here in the morning if you need anything.
Marcus is now our guy.
Does
The
that
only
mean
one
he's
we
our
trust.
inside
The
man?
only
Yeah, I
one
was
we
gonna say,
trust.
Aries is over, now we own him.
Marcus is my bee.
Nixel takes out 1 gold and starts flicking it in the air. Marcus, can I trust you to do something for me?
Depends on what that is.
Help Thomas to watch his back.
And everyone else on
He
that.
just
And
actively
everyone else
threatened
on
the
that
god.
west gate. All you newbies.
Alright.
And maybe you should talk to Lucius about hiring all these new people. Okay? You seem trustworthy. You've been here for a while.
Yeah, I mean,
It's just impossible.
it's tough. Like, we need the assistants, but they're just not trained the right way. They're just trying to get up in everyone's business and
Yeah.
being rowdy and yeah.
Well, then I suggest you as the training coordinator.
I'm not sure I want that kind of responsibility.
Fair.
Well,
They hardly pay me enough as is. And boosting it up another couple coppers ain't gonna cut it.
Aghast. So it's like, did you say copper?
Yeah. I get a silver a day, and any extra activities that require more physical exertion is based on the hour. So
Oh my
About pay-
goodness.
what about pay transparency? How much does Lucius make?
Nixel's gonna take out 20 gold.
I'm sure that
No.
bastard makes way too much for
Right.
what he's worth.
Exactly.
Nixel's gonna take out 20 gold and say, consider it payment for your new title. Tell Lucius that
Takes things.
you'll be assuming that position.
Smells like gold. Cool. Yeah, I mean, I'll do it.
Tell him Nixel recommended you.
Nixel recommended. Cool. All right.
Alright.
Yeah.
Good?
You guys run to catch back up with your group.
Can you?
Oh, I'm not
can we
running.
get back on track?
We are on
You
track.
guys all make it to the sneaky goose.
Alright, I'm done with the train puns.
The light is on inside, and as you guys approach it, how are you approaching it?
Oh, just like,
Loud and rowdy.
well, is there a door?
Aren't
Yeah,
we
there is
just
a door.
walking in? Aren't we
Yeah,
walking-
I'm literally
We
just gonna
freaking
walk
own
up and
this
knock on the
place now.
door.
We come in whenever we want.
Boom, 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 knock on those finely crafted doors that Bosco slammed that one time.
I'm not even gonna knock. Is the door handle open? Like, does it? If I use the handle? Does
Yeah,
it
so Gax walks up there, knocks on it, and you walk over and you're sort of like open it.
walk in?
Yep. As You walk in, the lights are on, there's potions and different array of elixirs all over the place. And I think Goose is probably sitting at one of his like desk tables or benches, and he's got his feet just sitting on it. His little savannah feet. Not savannah feet. I just read something that said-
It's all about feet.
And he's
Cedric-
sitting there with his
Cedric's
feet
turned
up.
off.
That's what I meant to say. He's sitting there with his feet up, and he's just sort of like tossing what looks to be like a glass bottle back and forth.
Can I do an
And as you guys walk
Cedric
in-
looking at his feet?
Cedric is not looking at this guy's fucking feet.
She's like shopping.
Cedric is
Quick
not doing
glances
that.
He's got,
every 5 minutes.
he's got those hairy hobbit feet that are like
You know what?
he's stretching them
I
out like
wanna
this.
You know what? Cedric is his feet are up. You say?
They're
Yeah.
up and they're just
And
stretching
he's the,
like
and,
this.
and this is the this is the employee of the sneaky dude.
Toe
Cedric
exercises. He's the owner.
Cedric is slightly
Yeah.
aghast at the audacity of an employee to be doing this in front of patrons.
He's not an employee. He owns the
He owns
joint.
it. It's his place.
It's his place.
It's
Oh
his
yeah,
place.
sorry.
It's
I'm,
his place.
I'm mixing up with the.
He also lives there.
Then yes, even more so. Like,
You
the
see,
owner
he's-
of this establishment is just with his feet
When you
out.
guys met him, he was in that kind of like fake elf disguise, right?
Oh, that's where I was confused.
And what he's wearing right now just looks like kind of like a button-up jammy top.
Nice. Oh yeah.
And he's got his feet
Yeah,
out.
he's comfy,
As he
he's at
notices, he
home.
goes, "You're back."
Yes.
As he sort of swivels, puts his boots on, and hikes on over to you. Sorry about that. Don't see many these days, but it's good to see you all. What do you need?
Well, firstly, likewise, but we actually came across an interesting bauble.
We have a question and wondering if you want to buy something interesting. Or trade for some things interesting.
All right, well, let's see what it is.
And I pull out, put it in my palm, and I hold it out to him and say,
Do not touch.
What is it?
it's the ruby.
I pull out like the 2 rubies and the 2 other things that we got from the body.
Okay.
All right.
The malachite.
There are more,
And I,
but
put,
these
and I just
have-
put it on the desk. I don't.
As you pull those out, he takes out just a small, teeny tiny magnifying glass. Some music up there.
And hand probably starts to smoke again.
That's why I just picked them up and put them on the table.
Is it smoke? I thought it was like almost like the heat in the horizon.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's that.
He takes a little magnifying. Interesting. You wanted to trade?
Well, we're wondering what it is, first of all, and then if you're willing to buy it or trade something for it.
Well, we can go over to and he motions you guys over to where he keeps his kind of like balances, those hanging balances. If you put it right up there, and he goes over, grabs a couple of those weight scales and measures it. Wow, it's a very decently sized. Looks like a ruby, I'm assuming. I'll say that I'll give you 200 gold for it.
You know what? I will advise you. When I looked at the center of it, I got the sense that something was looking back. There's something to this.
You see him go over to his desk, take out a small quill, go. As the quill disappears, you see a light in his eyes, sort of like. As he looks at it, he's casting detect magic.
Oh.
I don't sense anything. You sure you saw something in it?
I was fairly certain.
Did I feel
It's
anything?
not
on it?
giving me any.
Oh, is
Any
it not
schools of
emanating
The
that
heat anymore?
like that?
No,
heat
it's
anymore?
not. It dissipated after a couple of seconds.
So you're saying this is just an ordinary ruby right now?
Yeah, I'd say it just looks pretty. It's just a decently sized chunk of ruby. I mean, I'd be willing to buy it off of you. It's no problem.
I think that we're amenable to that. Yeah.
200 sound good?
Do we want to give all of them? If not, like, do we
It
have 4?
seems that the magic is spent, so
Yeah.
I think now is the time to exchange.
So you guys hand over the other ones?
Well,
3.
3 out of
We'll
the
keep
4.
one just in case.
We will. Yeah, we should keep one.
Yeah.
But hand over 3.
He takes each one and weighs it. He goes, this one 175, and this one 180. All right. So it's going to be a total of 255 plus 200, so 455. Is that my math right?
180 plus 200?
Yes.
Plus
175.
Yeah. 5.
555. I missed a 100.
Divided by 7.
And then what about the other 4
555.
materials? Or other 4
Divide by 7.
ores, I guess.
Oh,
are
the
they?
malachite.
What is malachite, by the way?
It's a kind of like striped black rock that's like got some green on it, like green hues striped. It's kind of like a green and black tiger's eye.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
He measures those as well. He goes, these are nothing compared to your rubies, but I would give you 10 for each.
It's about right for now.
Yeah.
40.
So 595.
Nixel is forfeiting his share of the gold from these.
7
Oh,
is
so-
85 each.
Well, if
Nixel doesn't want to get
so
paid.
divided by 6, 99.
95 divided by what?
99, and then one person gets
99.
100.
One person gets like.
Throw it in the party fund.
Can I take 100?
Yes.
I'm thinking
That is fair.
99.
You did have to lug the wine around.
Please.
Y'all come from a party?
You can say that.
He brought the party.
Wish.
I did. Quite a lot of it.
What'd you bring?
Musk fine.
I was gonna say musk. It's better he said
I was
it.
gonna say wine.
My favorite around these parts.
Alright, and we're back. Let's continue. We had to investigate our dryer, I think. Where the sound was coming from.
Yeah.
Anyways, so yeah, he hands you guys all of that gold, and he's like, so, anything you need from the store? I mean, they've got healing potions, they've got potions of resistance, anything you need of that sort?
How much are the healing potions?
Well, you have the 20% discount, so the healing potions are normally 50, so down to 40 each.
How many do you have?
I've got 4 currently. The potions of resistance are also the same price.
Is the resistance to a specific damage type, or
I mean, I've got all types. Poison, acid, lightning, thunder, fire.
Interesting.
Not quite radiant or necrotic, but the others.
and you said 50 gold?
40.
40. Yep.
Anything for more psychic?
A potion of psychic resistance?
Yes.
We do have those, but those are a little bit pricier. A little bit harder to come by specific materials for those.
Really?
Yeah. It's, see, from what I've heard from travelers of your type is dragons around here don't seem to be as keen on insight too powerful.
I'm
So
kind
I've
of,
been told.
yeah, I'm kind of
You mean in this general part of
thinking
Agros?
about this now.
I'm talking about dragonborn in general. Dragons and dragonkind.
Any reason for that?
I mean, the most I've gotten from travelers is that one, it's too powerful, which makes it unfair and unchallenged. Anyone that has it is possessing a gift that needs to be used wisely.
Then have you ever heard of a moonstone dragon? I believe it comes from the Fae.
I have not, actually. I'd be interested to hear.
Nixel's
Do you
ears
know anything
perk up.
about a moonstone dragon?
Not so much. We ran across some findings of one, or at least talking about one on our journey, and it piqued my interest.
Definitely sounds interesting. I mean, if you find out more, I'd love to hear it. Anyways, back to business, I suppose. Is there anything you'd like to buy?
Do you have anything more unique, off the wall type of items other than just health and resistance potions?
I do have a potion of flying, but that one will also cost you a little bit extra.
That sounds like fun, but I have no need personally.
Same here.
Wow, how much is it gonna
Yeah.
go for?
I'll be able to fly eventually.
And that's with the discount.
Yeah.
With the discount.
Would I know, being from Agaros and Asgora, what kind of like breath the dragons that the immortals ride on have? Do they breathe fire? Do they not breathe at all?
The immortals drakes.
Yes.
The ones that they ride.
Yes.
They
Or are they all
ride
different?
various ones. Yeah.
Alright. I'll take
Well, I would love to take 2 health potions off your hands.
Sure
And then I'll
thing.
slide 80 gold onto the counter.
2 health potions for you.
Thank
I'll
you.
take a potion of. Do you have fire resistance?
Yeah, certainly. Yeah.
And a potion of acid resistance?
Got one of those too.
Great, I'll take one of each.
All right. So it's going to be 80 gold as well for you. Anything else from anybody?
You sure you don't want that potion of flying?
Oh no.
You don't want to
No,
fly
I
around the
think-
battlefield?
I think I'm alright. There's something that I remember from. Well, never mind. I can talk about that later. But unfortunately, I have eyes on a different item.
Fair enough. Well,
He's
if
like,
there's
don't worry about me.
nothing else, I mean, obviously you guys look like you're a little bit beaten and tired. I suppose you'd probably need some rest.
I would like to procure at least 1 more health potion. I'm willing to pay for half if somebody would like to pay for the other half.
Yeah. Okay. I will go in on half.
Thank you.
Was it 40 for half?
20.
Half we're still
20.
Half.
still says
Yeah.
40.
I literally went from having 8 gold to 108 gold, back down to 8 gold. But it's well worth it, so doesn't really matter.
The reason I'm thinking is there's something in the hollow hex that I recall seeing that I kind of want to check back on. Because I don't remember the cost of it anymore.
Well, if you're 8 gold short, I'm here for you.
I have 4 of those stones that I took from the first one, so I want to sell those.
That's
And
another
then
40.
Yeah. Just take it off, and then I'll buy that potion. I'm fine. So that'll be like 110 to take from me.
Okay. You see as he hands you one of the... So, you got the normal kind of like red generic healing potion that you're used to seeing, and you've had one in the past as well. You bought a acid.
I bought an acid and a fire.
Yeah, so each one has like its own kind of like label to it. It's got like the fire one's got kind of like an orangey hue to it, and the acid has like a dark violet green that's just sort of sloshing around, and it's a little bit thicker, and it's almost like a slime just sliding down the side. It
Do
would
they
be
go down
nasty.
easy?
No. The fire one gives you the, you know. But the other one, that one's a little bit tough. You might want to have chaser for that one.
Thin it out with water.
Great.
Just a heads up.
Thanks for the warning.
It's a good thing you got the.
As he hands over the
wine.
potion of flying to you, you can see that the top to this one has kind of like two like white wings that are coming off of the bottle topper.
Nice.
And as you swirl it around, it's almost as if it feels weightless. There's no feeling to it as you sort of like swirl. You can see things moving in there, and it's kind of got this like small bit of sparkle and glitter that's just coating the outside of it.
Matches the aesthetic.
As he hands it to you, goes, "Be careful, it's easy to lose that one."
Drop my 110 gold. Like it's nothing. Strut right out of there.
All
Thanks.
over the desk. Thanks for your
It was a bag. It was a
time.
bag.
Pleasure doing business. Come back. Obviously, you know when I'm open.
Take care of yourself.
I actually have one quick question, if you don't mind.
And I'm gonna pull out one of the ivory tusks that I have.
Yeah.
How, if you're willing to buy this, how much for it?
I mean, I can use this for a number of recipes. And he looks it over. I mean, it's a raw product, so I suppose I could give you 15 for it.
I was wondering if you would be willing to trade a recipe for it.
Go on.
I would like to learn how to make a healing potion. All I know how to do is cover wounds with natural resources, not something more of the magical nature. And I would like to broaden my horizons a little bit more.
I see.
Since you're curious, you talk about healing of a magical nature, you kind of just lifts the eyebrow at you.
I suppose I could show you my recipe, teach you it.
That would be much appreciated.
And I just hand him the ivory tusk.
Takes it. You see, he takes you over to another back room, not the one that you've gone in for the challenge, but in the back space where there's like tons of just empty glass bottles. You see tons of just raw product all over the place. Bits of like random bones and feathers and I think the occasional pigeon crap. And as he's sort of like shuffling through it all, under it he finds like he finds a note about this big with like a roughly sketched healing draft, basically. And he hands it to you. One part pigeon feather, if you can't read. My handwriting. Not to assume that you can't read. If you can't read my chicken scratch.
Yeah.
One pigeon feather, one frog foot, and one newt eye. as he hands you the recipe, sort of takes the tusk, puts it in a large stash, kind of holding some of like the larger raw products that need to be either chiseled down or refined in some sort of way, and he sort of escorts you back out of the back room towards the door.
Question: are there different levels of healing potion?
There are.
I see. And those ones are
Those are just the
bottom
basic
Yeah.
healing potion.
which is the same recipe you just got.
Yes.
Okay.
So there's normal healing potions, greater healing potions, and then superior healing potions.
I see.
Yeah.
As you guys head out of the Sneaky Goose, the door closes behind you. Where are you heading?
To bed.
Bosco's, yeah. Let's get to bed.
The Bosco's, yeah.
Alright, so you guys march back to Bosco's to lay down. As you guys sort of finish up the evening, collect all your thoughts, you wake back up to the wonderful sound of the port,
No
and
washing,
all of its
nothing.
people sort of starting to bustle. You hear the distant coughs and moans and groans of the sick and dying. And it's pleasant morning. However, there's not the smell of croissants and not the smell of eggs and bacon.
Well, this just sucks. I'm used to waking up in my house and there's already some made.
A quick note, I would attune to the Portrait of Elemental Harmony during the long rest.
Fair enough. Yeah, you guys all do a long rest, so regain all your spell slots, all that good stuff.
Of course.
Sure. Cool. Flail's back.
This would be considered the next dawn for my javelin.
Yep. I'd say as you wake up, you see the javelin sort of like snap and crackle as it extends and then shrinks back into like the small piece that you use.
Mine does something. Well, I guess my flail does something similar, but instead of that, it's kind of more of like a kind of reddish silvery kind of effect, I would imagine. But
I'd say the tattoo probably does it.
oh, that's true because
Yeah,
it
you've
is.
got like kind of like a reddish silver hue that just starts up, and then it fades.
In the morning, the first thing Nixel would be doing is taking apart his weapon into those compartments, or the pieces, the separate pieces that he usually stores it in, so that it's not findable by anyone if they search me or anything.
The morning is yours. What would you like to do?
Should we get something to eat first?
I think that's a good idea.
See what the gossip is at the... I forget the tavern's name.
Raised roof.
Raised Roof.
Are there no food carts down by the docks? Perhaps we kill two birds with one stone, see what's going on down there, if there's any carts.
Oh, you mean harass the guards?
We weren't harassing. We found information, and I need to go shopping. And also, let's not forget, everyone, the whole deal we made with Macy Shadowmouse. We kind of just left her high and dry, and she was kind of annoyed when I went to see her. So
I agree. We
I
need
feel
to
like
get to that.
whatever we do, we've kind of left that hanging, and that was
I think-
500 gold apiece.
During the day might not be the best option, however,
No, but I meant before we forget.
I
Something.
agree. As he takes out his last ration and his glass of water,
It's a wafer.
he's
His
going
wafer.
to say his last wafer. He's going to say,
Oh, that's right. I guess we do still have food,
"I'm not.
like from the.
Oh,
wait,
yeah.
Where's our cart?
I'm not too interested in large breakfasts,
Where's all
so
of
I'm
my
all set."
crap?
I secured the card at the end of last session.
Okay, so I guess now that it's sunlight, I go and inspect the cart since I'm like,
Ah, the food's there.
Poor meat and such, man.
Yeah, I still have
Still
all
have
my
some of that?
bromine.
Yeah.
I don't think
My
I'm
suggestion from the docks comes from a place that I believe we, or at least I had thought, perhaps we could find some information by either boarding a ship that comes in with the Crows Vigil or getting into captain's quarters or something like that to find some documents or
Oh, I
manifests.
do remember this,
to
yes.
figure out where this stuff is coming from.
Just my own thought.
I do have an order at the Hollow Hex I meant to pick up.
I also need to make my way to the Hollow Hex. And the butcher shop, it seems.
Yeah.
Got a bunch of meat that I'm not going to use.
I was gonna suggest we should offload everything that we would like to sell now, and then either proceed to the docks or go shopping, and then we do the mission that Shadow Mouse asked us to.
Well,
How about this? We offload, we deal with the docks, and then we go to Hollow Hex. It can't take all day.
Yeah.
you guys do that. I'm going to head into town and get my errands done.
Errands.
By the way,
I'm gonna give him a
Nixel-
list. I'm gonna be like,
Nixel,
can you
before
pick up
you
these
go."
things for me, Nixel?
No.
why did you refuse the money from last night?
I don't need it.
It seems all of your gadgets require supplies, though.
You don't need money to buy stuff for.
Oh, that reminds me. Everyone can take 214 gold.
Huh?
What? From what?
Each of you is getting 214 gold.
Where is this gold coming from, Nixel?
So actually, it works a little different than that. You have 6 ingots.
Oh, it needs to be.
Gotcha. Okay, so adjust my response to take out the ingots and say, well, I was gonna go get these taken care of for you, if you're interested.
What the hell are you got all that money for?
Where did that come
What's
from?
it?
Why do you have 6 gold ingots? I mean, don't get me wrong, that's generous, but
You just sitting on it?
I wasn't sure what I was gonna do with it yet until this morning.
Where'd you get it from?
Kieran,
Here.
When?
last night.
Huh?
weren't you just
What?
taking
What?
a shit?
I was.
So when did you run into
You
Kieran?
taking shit with Kieran?
That's what Bosco would say.
I turned to Gax. I'm like,
Why do they think we're weird?
But thank you.
God.
We can
For
keep
this.
going on with this line of questioning, or I can go get this taken care of, and you guys can all have some spending money today.
Yeah, no, you're right. We have lots of shit to do today. Let's get a move on.
Wonderful. I'm gonna head into town then. Anyone who wants to come is more than welcome.
Seeing as how I am neither covert nor willing to travel with a large party at the moment, I'm gonna head out with you, Nixel.
Into the town
Yes.
when you're a wanted man.
Well, I have to pick up stuff too, and walking with the big party's gonna bring attention.
And there's no wanted posters around of Cedric. He's safe.
Better 2 people than 7.
He's safe. He's safe.
I can't stop you from coming. If as I said,
You
you're more than
intending
welcome.
You intending to throw me to the guards?
I'm not.
I said that sarcastically.
I am not. No.
Well, let's go.
Anyone else?
What do you want to do?
All right
Max?
then.
Well, if he's dealing with the ingots, we should probably deal with the meat.
Oh,
Need for anything at the docks.
I mean, are we splitting up? Is that what it sounds like we're doing?
Sounds like.
Okay, yeah. I
Divide
mean,
and conquer.
No.
We should be quick then.
Are you wanting to go to the Hollow Hex before we go to the docks?
I don't know. I want to
Well,
go at some point, but I
We
can.
can,
Oh,
we
well,
can
we were-
use,
I thought
we
we
can
were-
use the hollowed hex as our meeting point. So we all meet at the hollow hex at noon.
Let's go check out the docks.
Sure.
And I do think that Ares would probably be the best suited to get in and out of a captain's quarters.
Agreed.
Yeah, I'm awkward
Oh,
as
it's so
shit.
scheduled. It's hilarious.
What?
All of you with your schedules. It's quite funny, actually.
I just kind of tilt my head.
Yeah, like, what?
I guess the more time we waste talking about it, the less time we are getting things done.
Yeah, but whatever.
And
I was literally about, yeah, actually, I'd say we both say that pretty much simultaneously
Yeah.
as we walk off to deal with the meat.
Cool. So, you two are going into town to...
I'm looking for 3 things. I'm looking for a butcher shop to get rid of my meat that I didn't fork over.
Okay.
Aren't they doing
The
that?
blacksmith or whoever
doing
can
Yeah,
get those.
but we're going to the cart and getting all of the
A blacksmith for what?
The blacksmith or whoever would melt down those ingots, turn them into money, the mint basically.
Okay.
And then eventually I'll need to make my way to the Hollow Hex. But I would probably be going in that order.
Okay. And then you two are doing what?
We are also going to the butcher shop. If we're already, well, no, because we slept at Bosco's place, didn't we? Yeah. So we're gonna take the cart to the butcher shop to sell all of the boar meat that we have.
Okay.
And then, so what is on the cart after that fight? Is it the boar meat, the hide, and the tusks?
Yes.
Okay. So then we would probably do the
Well,
butcher.
actually, the tusks are already gone.
Yeah.
The
Oh, we
tusks are
gave
gone.
up.
We gave the yeah. So then the boar meat would go to the butcher, and then the hide would go to the leather worker, or
Yeah.
whoever sells clothing, I guess.
Okay.
Or even the blacksmith too would probably take the iron.
And then you
Yeah.
guys are all meeting up at the Hollow Hex after.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you guys are going to the docks.
Yes.
Okay. We'll start with these 4. Because
It kind of lined up.
Yeah.
with me.
more of it's mostly errands.
Yeah.
So really
Well, no,
quickly,
we're
uh,
literally actually traveling together. It's
you
the butcher
had-
shop, the blacksmith, and then to the holodex.
you head to Rucksack's Butchery, and you see there kind of like just a burly, stocky dude with a large beard, and beside him he's got an even burlier woman. Would you say that?
Hell yeah.
You see them take a rough piece of meat and just like and start to hang it up on the.
Would you
on
say
the
that the
lines.
counter is quite tall, or these are humans? I'd assume?
Humans, yeah.
So I look up. Excuse me,
What?
Not even fly.
I've got a bunch of meat here that you might want. I don't know if it's cut up well, but I'm here to sell it.
What's the meat again that you
Boar
have?
meat.
How much?
It doesn't. My quantity here says 20, so that can be in whatever you think Nixel could carry.
And this was from the first battle with the boar.
Yeah.
She stops what she's doing, heads over, sort of like inspects it, and she's like, 5 gold. Takes it. Hey, hon, can you get him 5 gold? Sure. She walks over, gets the fine money, and just hands it to you. Good day.
Good day, thank you.
You
As
also
you're
are
walking
going
out, we're
to
walking in.
The blacksmith.
The blacksmith. Yeah, as I'm walking out, I'm like, look at you guys. Like,
Cool.
You head over
They buy
to Smitty Smithy.
Smitty Smithy.
And there
This
you-
is a blacksmith?
Yeah.
Okay.
And there you see a halfling dude riddled in like almost like black line tattoos that are streaming down his face, his entire face. And you can't tell if it's a tattoo or if it's just grease and grime. That's how filthy his face looks. As he pulls out this kind of like long sword onto the anvil, and you see him set it down, grab this big mallet, just ting, ting, ting. What?
While he's talking, can I, as Cedric wants to look around and inspect any items he has for sale? Not to buy, he wants to see the level of his craftsmanship.
Give me an investigation check.
Can I give him some guidance on that?
Yeah.
You can give yourself guidance, right?
Mm-hmm. You can give yourself guidance. You touch a willing creature. I am a willing creature.
I'm the scout.
Yeah, that's what I
So I
said.
touch myself. Like, wait.
Yeah.
First the toe,
First
now
the
he's
toes,
touching himself.
now the touching.
Okay. 18.
18. You inspect some of the pieces as he's hammering away, making lots of noise. And you see the craftsmanship isn't above average. I mean, it's a standard blade. There's nothing particularly incredible about it. It looks like a lot of the stuff that you would see on the guards.
Okay.
Perhaps he could be like the guy who's, or one of them that's making weapons for the military.
So he would just keep to himself.
He ain't no dwarf. I don't know. He might be small, but
Why?
he ain't stopped.
Nixel would ask, he'd say, can you melt down gold ingots and turn them into coins for me?
Yeah, I can do that. It's gonna take me an hour.
Wonderful, that was my next question. Also, what's your cut?
15%.
Can we just trade you the ingots for the coins now? Do you have the coins on you?
Yeah.
We don't have to wait the hour.
5%.
Why are we paying him for labor? Just give him the gold.
5% it is, and hands over the 6 gold ingots.
Cool. So, 250, 5% of that is gonna be, take 12 off of each. So it's gonna be 238 for each one.
That's what we got.
238 times 6.
So I'm doing 1,500 gold minus 2.
He's being generous. He's being generous.
238 for each ingot.
2.
That's the end cost. That's what. How much?
That's how much
he's taking 5%.
Right.
He's giving you back 238 gold
For
Right.
each.
Right.
times 6.
Right.
So that's 1,428.
Don't get robbed.
I mean,
I'm also curious.
Nixon's
Nixon's like
just
tall
giving
man. He's
gold
carrying
like
1,000 plus gold.
Nixon's making it rain everywhere he goes.
Yeah, all the coins are in
Make
his
it
pocket,
rain.
and his pants are like down by his knees.
He can't fly.
Anyone
No
who
one
You
can
can't fly.
no one can tell if it's my gears or if it's gold.
Yeah, I'm just
Any-
saying.
any
you
guard-
can't even fly at this point. You're just like
Any-
barely hovering off the ground.
Any guard tries to talk to Nixon, he's like, "Don't talk to me, peasant," and just throws gold at him.
Give me a perception check,
Love
both of
that.
you.
Oh shit.
Oh.
Everybody here's a weird.
Oh, perception.
They're just hard at work.
16?
16, Nixel, give me a perception check.
Perception.
2.
No
Nixel,
percent.
as you receive the money,
See, why did you talk? Why did you talk? You see
you
what's
see out of the
happening?
corner of your eye a small child that's just sort of like looking at the amount of gold that was just handed to Nixel, and it looks like he's about to make a break for it to grab some.
Towards the thing. I'm going to put my body between the child and me, specifically watching for his hands.
You're not gonna give him any gold.
As he starts to sort of like
I didn't
run,
say that.
let's see if he. As he starts to run towards you, he stops in his tracks. He sees you kind of like step in the way,
Would
And
Nixel now
I-
recognize this?
and he starts to slink a little bit away.
I lean down. I say, "Are you hungry, little
Not
one?"
with a 2.
I lean down. I say, "Are you hungry, little one?"
He nods.
Cedric has obviously been around this and such, and also knows not to keep all his gold in the same pocket. So he reaches into one of his pockets and pulls out 5 silver that he has. Gives the boy 5 silver.
Thanks, sir. Just books.
I hope you understand in about 2 hours the same kid is gonna pickpocket you.
We just know which pocket. We keep all the gold in the same pocket.
Also,
Doesn't
you
matter.
hungry little one, like, you can just be like, nah, this is just a friggin' racket.
Yeah.
Not even
Yeah.
hungry.
It's
Like,
like
it's not gonna tell you.
1,000 plus gold. I'm gonna steal this.
Cool. Was there
This
anything
can
else you
change
had?
my
It was
life
just those
forever.
two things, right? And then you head to the
The
Hollow
Hollow
Hex.
Hex.
Cool. So, cutscene there.
And again, as you guys are coming out, we're walking in.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
So you guys are heading in with like the big cart with
Yeah.
all of the big guy.
Yeah, so it's taking a little longer for us to get it all done because we have the
Yeah.
big.
So as Bones is sort of pulling in this large or this small car with like a
I was
massive
gonna
amount
cast
of
Speak
gold.
with Animals again, but no, he's too depressing.
Bones. I'm like, you're like,
you
should I do
see
this?
me
Like,
like thinking
Don't do
about
it.
Bones
Remember
survived
the
the
last time?
fire too. He
It
probably
didn't
like
go
PTSD.
well.
You're
He's
right.
not that interested.
You're right. I really don't want to lower my self-esteem at this moment.
It's not worth it.
As you into the to Ruxin's butchery, you again see the same two what look to be a married couple that are working together, just sort of slamming meat and cutting it and hanging it up and all of that good stuff.
Could I do another nature check on the boar meat to kind of what Cedric did to kind of like understand the quality of it?
The quality of their meat.
No, of what we brought. Or I guess like a compare and contrast would make more sense. So like,
I think he's trying to determine like it's been a bit since we
Yeah.
originally cut the meat. How's it faring? Like, how's it holding up?
yeah,
been
how's
3
it holding
days,
up?
right?
Yeah, in comparison to what they have there and stuff like that.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, I see what you're saying.
Just so like I have an own sense so that they don't scam me. pretty much.
I'd say that it's the outer layer is definitely spoiled at this point. You can see kind of like the nasty ooze and white, fleshy, like
Yeah.
fat
Oh,
stuff
wow.
that's just starting to drip off
But I
of
mean,
it.
these are huge chunks of meat.
But
so.
the meat on the inside, as you sort of like inspect yours versus theirs, sort of like picking through it, as you sort of claw open a little bit, it still looks decently fleshy and not spoiled on the inside. So it's possible they'd be able to cut sections of it and use the inner portion
Yeah,
versus
actually.
the outsides.
I hate to be a stickler, but did our cleric cast something to keep that meat from spoiling?
Actually,
Not. I did it on Ironhide only.
So
That's
that's
up
what
to
we're
you.
bringing.
Oh,
Oh.
then it should not be spoiled at all.
excellent. Thank you.
I thought that was from the meat that we
So
got
yeah,
from the first
Pristine
No.
condition. After 3 days, it's in perfect condition.
So again, in comparison, does our meat look better than their meat?
Give me a investigation or nature.
I would say either medicine or nature, but that's
Perception.
Nah.
22
22.
for nature.
You look through some of their bits. There's a lot of rabbits. There's a lot of kind of like. It's not boar meat. You definitely
Nothing big
have.
and juicy
You
like a
definitely have
steak.
the fattest juice of the
Hell
steak.
yeah! All right, we're getting a shit ton of money.
it's a good thing it's not corrupted anymore.
Yeah.
Baby.
They don't know those little things crawled out of it.
Yeah.
They do have some good flanks. Might have been like a deer or a gazelle or something that someone got, but definitely the most hearty meat is what
Okay.
you guys are carrying.
And then my only other question is like, how much do we have? Like, is this something that we would be able to carry in ourselves, or is this something that we'd have to be like, hey, we have a lot of meat. Do you want to go look at it?
It would definitely have to stay on the outer strip. This place is packed with small alleyways. There's no way you're getting this thing down there.
Okay.
Looks like we're walking the rest of the way.
I start grabbing as much meat as I can.
While he's grabbing the meat,
I'll run ahead and inform them so that they can come out and inspect it all instead of us having to transport all of this in there.
so I'll start walking.
You head over there. You see again the woman and the man, and they. Yeah, what you need?
I'm actually here to sell. I believe a compatriot of mine came by earlier and sold you boar meats.
Yeah, short fella.
Yes. Have you heard of Ironhide, the large boar outside of the city?
Yeah, I heard of him.
My group of friends and I killed that beast, and we were wondering if you would like the
Holy
meat.
shit!
What?
That's crazy. The thing's fucking huge.
Yeah. The reason why I don't have any is because it's all on the cart, and we can't take the cart down here. So would one of you like to go look at it?
Yeah, I mean, I can rustle up some boys to come to go chop it up and bring it to us. If that's what you need.
Yeah. And then when you look at it, we can discuss the price.
All right. They do all that. They send a bunch of like younger dudes who look like they're just there for the day job, basically getting paid by the day. A lot of them don't come back, essentially. They do the day's work and then they find a different job.
Yeah, just odd jobs, day by day.
When you said don't come back, I'm like, are they becoming the meat at this butcher shop? What do you mean?
They're just got darker.
They're part of the gig.
Yeah,
They're part of the gig economy.
That's
Through
funny.
all of that, they take a number, they investigate, they're like, dang, that's some juicy meat. It's gonna make us a lot of money. What's your cost?
Ooh, you put a price on it.
Yeah.
Price out the greatest looking steak
Yeah.
and then add 20%.
If could you give me like a rough estimate of just like how much meat do we actually have here, like quantity wise? 15
You're gonna
pounds,
fill
20
that
pounds.
stand about
100
5 times over.
Oh.
Oh shit. Okay.
This-
If we fill their stand 5 times over,
1,500. Firm.
yeah.
Well, they gotta make a profit.
They will.
They will.
They will.
It's good meat.
Yeah.
Evaluating their stand at 300 gold.
1,500 gold for everything.
1,500 gold.
Yeah.
Well, damn.
We'll fill your stand 5 times over. It's the highest quality boar meat that you'll find around here because it's the best boar meat that you'll find around here.
And we've preserved it perfectly since it was cooked.
Yes, 3 days ago.
Give me a persuasion check with advantage.
When you say that, subject's ears start to burn.
What's your persuasion?
My persuasion is +4.
You do it. Can I give him guidance on it?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I don't know how you feel about me actively casting a spell in
What is
front
that, a
of these
1d4?
people.
Was that a 1d4?
Yeah.
You could like make it look like you're whispering it to him.
No, it's like somatic, so I have to do hand signs
Oh, yeah.
in front of them.
Make it look like you're
Oh
talking
my
about something.
god.
It's a good thing I got advantage on
Yeah.
this. This is a natural one.
Oh,
no! Okay, it's not so bad. 13.
We're out to roll
13?
anymore.
Alright, I'll tell you what.
You're doing better than me.
The whole thing for 1,200. That's my offer.
12.50 and you have a deal.
Like a dive.
Squeeze out the extra 50.
Divided by 7.
You'll never find a more stickly asshole for money than Gax.
Fair.
Perfect.
I'll take it.
Then I stick my hand out to shake the man's.
A little bit hesitant to do it. Obviously, they eye you as being lizard folk.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Perfect.
Money, money,
Wow.
money.
We rolling in it now.
Money.
Yeah, again, we got it divided by
And
7.
that was it for you guys, right? You're going
Yeah,
to
but
the
we're not
Hollow Hex?
together yet.
Yeah, we're not together. All that money's mine.
Right
did
now,
want-
you're carrying all the money.
when we get back to it, I know they're up next. I do want to go to the general store.
No,
to
was it
purchase
1250 or 1215?
rations.
1250.
Then just
We can
purchase
even
them.
do that.
Or not each,
For
sorry.
the sake of
1250.
brevity, just do it.
And then we're on our way to the blacksmith afterwards.
Oh, you're going to the blacksmith too?
Yeah, because we
Same
need to
blacksmith that
yeah,
we
because we need to sell the leather as well,
The hide.
the hide, and
Unless
he'd be able to make it
the
into
little boy's
armor.
coming back. Part 2.
Yeah.
For the sake of brevity, they'll for the hide, they'll just give you like 5 or let's do 7 gold for it.
For the entirety of Ironhide's hide,
Yeah.
Gax says no.
Absolutely
Absolutely fucking not. Yeah.
It's kind of they don't use it for a lot here.
Then I'll make armor out of it myself. Hide that has stopped arrows and magic and other things, but okay.
Fair enough, all yours.
We know?
Yeah.
You guys had also kind of fashioned it into like a makeshift cover. back
Oh,
inside.
I forgot we did.
And-
Yeah, we should
yeah,
just leave
yeah.
that on the cart. Yeah, never mind then. I forgot that we did that.
Was that with Iron Hides?
Yeah,
that
that
with
was-
the other guy.
I had
No,
forgotten
it was
that
with
too.
Iron
It
Yeah.
stunk of piss.
Yeah.
we didn't feel it. We never even. It's because I've been gone for so long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No
I never
worries.
cured everything.
No
yep,
worries.
Yep. I'll start
after that, you
taking.
guys head to the Hollow Hex, correct?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
As you guys are walking in, you have an encounter at the gate with Marcus again.
So we're on the east gate
The east gate.
with our boy.
Um,
Marcus! What's up?
He sort of waves you down. He's like, "What's up? What's up, Eric?
Been a long night.
Has it been a long night? You asking me that?
Yes.
No, it's been chill. Chill, bro.
Except for when we came by. That was a highlight of the night.
His tone changed once.
Instantly. Got a full little
Nixel gave
money.
him 20 gold.
Yeah, no, I mean, some crazy fairy-looking guy. He gave me 20 gold. I don't even know what the hell I'm gonna do with all this.
Spend it.
Spend it well.
I honestly was contemplating just dropping the guard. Just leaving.
The port needs you.
After.
One of you better remind him of my name.
But
That's all I'm saying.
I know we were
Really?
talking about Lucius
He said
earlier, right?
Yes. You got some juicy tidbits, Marcus?
Nothing juicy, really. But he did happen to mention something that this morning was a meeting. He came by. He said, if you see that group that brought the Ironhide beast in, if you could let them know to head to the barracks. Something happened last night that they're wondering about.
That's cute. That's cute.
He said he also had new information on the Tiberius case. He's meeting them, meeting with Tiberius's wife and children this afternoon.
He's what?
He's meeting with Tiberius' wife and children this afternoon. If you'd like to talk to them, I know that they were.
I'm sorry. I know you want to go deal with that.
I know they were interested in speaking to you all since Lucius had let on that you guys had been there and Tiberius was close with Lucius, so just thought I'd pass on the note.
Thank you very much for the info.
Anyways,
Very helpful.
Enjoy the port.
Well, I hope you get some time off soon. You're not here.
Oh, I'm getting all the time off. We're going to party.
Gosh.
Don't drop the guard. The port needs you.
Why does
Clearly.
the port need me?
Well, like we talked about last night, the new hires aren't pulling their weight. The port needs people like you. Stick around and protect.
Well, I appreciate your sincerity. We'll see what happens, I guess. Well, I got time. I'm gonna
Well,
think
now
about
you're
it.
rich, so you don't have to take any crap from Lucius. So.
Lucius doesn't really give me any crap.
That's good.
Pretty chill guys, eh?
Thank you for the info, Marcus. So we're gonna.
I'm determined to make him a bad guy. Determined
Is
to make
there any
Lucius.
way you need to, is there anything you need on the way in there, or no?
Is there? What does security look down by the dogs?
You're like,
That's not
FYI.
suspicious.
Yeah. Hey, guard, tell me how to tell me how to plan my heist right now. Paladin of Mercy trying to be intrigued.
Yeah.
I mean, I heard that there's a ship in there today from those Crows Vigil fuckers.
You don't like them very much?
Had a rough with
Those
them.
guys.
Have they caused trouble in the past?
I happen to believe that it's them who fucking killed Tiberius.
Do you have any proof? Or that's just... There's a
It's
lot of...
speculation.
Right,
but
there's lots of sides that are pointing fingers in this town. And that's what we're trying to help.
yeah, you gotta pick a side. I'm on our side.
Okay. But it's not just black and white. There's more to this than you think.
Look, if you knew Tiberius, you'd understand why everyone else is so pissed about him.
I get what you're saying. I just think there's always a bigger picture than what people think. I'm sorry you guys have rough run-in with them, but I think there's a lot more going on.
Whatever you say, honey.
I'm gonna walk off. I'm done. Talking to me like that, and also you being like you one side, extreme left or right, like that doesn't. Aries doesn't go by that. Okay, so I walk off and you
Love
can
it.
finish it.
I love it. As soon as I heard that line, I was like, oh,
Does that-
it's gonna be good.
Does that suspicion have anything to do with the new information that Lucius has heard, or you don't know anything about it?
Lucius hasn't led on to any of the additional information to any of the guard yet.
Alright, well,
But he was keen on
Oh shit.
letting the guard know that if they see your particular group, to tell them.
thank you for letting us know. I'm gonna go catch up with my friend there. Have a good day.
You as well. He'll go back to his post.
I'm gonna laugh about this whole thing last night.
Well, I mean,
I'm not worried about it. We'll get to it when we get to it. He can wait. Let's do what we gotta do.
the docks first.
Yeah, I'm not worried about Lucius' ass. Let's
Alright.
go. I mean, I am that I think he's bad and I want to make him bad, but I'm not worried about him catching me. Bye. I didn't do it. Bosco
I'm
did
bothered, but I'm not really bothered.
Alright.
it. Exactly.
I also love Aries. You have 20 gold. You're rich. We literally just bought potions for 40 gold.
No, I meant like for his salary, right? He said he got how much?
A
I'm like,
silver a day. Or
I'm like,
a copper a
you're
day or
rich for
something.
now. Like, you know, mom carrying around way more.
Yeah, beer's only. So
As
you're
you
about
guys-
to get a huge injection of cash.
As you guys are walking down the boardwalk, I think you notice what he was talking about. There is a ship there with like the blackbird symbol that you were used to by kind of the boat that brought you in, an Agil Bunt's ship.
What?
And you see it's a similar style. It's very small. It's got a small crew. And they're just docked at the port. You can see them sort of like slowly taking barrels off and loading new ones on. You see that there's about 3 crew members that are actively engaged in working on this, and the rest of them are sort of like taking the stuff off the boat and start to roll them down the boardwalk, essentially, past you guys.
What do you think? What's your best way in there? I can probably try to talk to someone and distract them a little bit, but
Yeah, you said it was a small ship, and how many people kind of hanging around?
there's
Outside?
3.
3?
That are actively like casing the ship, moving things and cleaning.
What was that? That earring there. They only have the tattoo, right? They don't, or do they also wear the earring?
The Crows Vigil don't wear the earring.
It's okay. So
It's
that was just the tattoo or whatever. Oh.
The,
But they're probably working with them.
but
Yeah, I guess you can talk and distract. I wanted to do something else, but I don't have the things for it because we didn't go shopping first. So I guess we'll do it the other way. So you go do your thing, big boy. And I was trying to sneak in.
how are you gonna go about getting in there? Because I need to know where I need to.
So
see
the
if I
captain
can
quarters,
get
I'm
near.
sure, would be like near the back, right, of the
The
ship.
captain's, it's a very small ship. The captain's quarters are, you have, it's about a 30-foot long boat, and the captain's quarters are a small section, kind of like about 2/3 on one side. Just sitting directly on the first floor. There's just another like small chamber with a door that opens up.
They're just loading like in the middle of the ship, on the ship.
Yeah, they're kind of
Okay.
near the edge, sort of like heaving barrels over, or you see another one that's just sort of like mopping the deck.
So like any like net, you know, whatever stuff hanging off the edge that I can use to kind of climb up on the side.
Yeah, totally. There's
Cool.
there's some mooring lines that you can.
That's what I'm looking for. Yeah.
It's the Bible. You get credit for trying.
So yeah, I say you go talk to them, whatever, distract them that are loading it up, right? So you know, they're looking that way, and I will be where at the back where the lines are and try to look.
Can I look for any like precarious situations or things that might be dangerous that maybe I could fiddle with to cause a commotion that and you know
Break like in a barrel.
save someone's life or something if something was to happen?
Objects or people?
Both.
Give me
Yes.
an investigation check.
You mean like make something fall and then jump and like push
Yeah,
it out
to
of
save
the way?
them and
Like a
you
big
make
commotion.
From the
I
thing
guess.
that you made fall.
Yes.
He's looking at this and he's like trying to Rain Man it. He's like, if I drop something here, then this will happen, and then this will happen,
What
and
is
that,
this,
and then I can do
investigation?
this.
Yeah.
It's like, what?
8.
An 8?
Oh no.
I think with an 8, what you find is you walk over and you find like a barrel of apples. And you take one of the apples out. I need you to make
Pelt somebody in the
a
head.
sleight of hand check.
Oh my gosh.
10.
As one of the other guys is sort of like on, not on the side of the boat, he's on the dock sort of like lifting the barrel out. You take it and you roll the apple over towards him to try and make him slip. You give a dexterity saving throw.
The guy who's loading the barrel?
Yeah.
Nat 20.
Oh my god.
So sorry. You give it a good toss. It rolls right under his foot as he just puts it down and is unaffected by it.
Should've picked all the apples.
Can I look
For
on
a
your deck
rope
save?
nearby.
I cast
Plenty of
Raving
ropes
Smite.
nearby.
Anything that crosses the path where one of the other
He's
ones is
really
going to
trying.
go.
As he's slowly starting to roll the barrel down past you,
As soon as I see it.
I'm definitely watching it from afar, and I'm like, yes, like I'm so proud of him right now.
Just made
Causing crap.
give me a new sleight of hand check.
Oh. Get one.
I think what happens is you do that,
no,
it gets
this is bad.
caught on the barrel, and actually what happens is you didn't realize it was connected to your hand. And you can't let go of it in time, and you're just staring there like, oh, as the rope is unraveling and he's still going, you're like, oh, and you start getting tugged along with the barrel. He notices, he's like, hey, what you doing? Get off my barrel.
I'm caught. How do I get it? Help me.
What are you talking about? You started this. I didn't have a rope on my barrel.
I'll try to like yank it off or like, you know, break the rope with my strength or something.
Give me a strength check.
Wow,
An
biggest
athletics check,
intimidation
athletics.
thing ever.
I'm so sorry, sir.
Athletics.
Looks at him. I never did anything.
12.
Eventually, you're like, it releases. He's like, mumbling to himself, fucking dragon.
Sorry. I'm a little bit lost.
Just get out the way.
Oh.
Imagine if he was a kobold, he'd kill him.
Fucking try.
Yeah. Compelled to. Fight.
At this point in time, you see all of this
Yeah, all the
happening,
commotion, that's gonna be the
transpiring.
time that I try to hop up there and try to climb up.
And even with all the failures, definitely I feel like
That's enough.
it's kind of giving an aura of distraction enough for you to sort of like find your way up a line and hide behind something on the boat. Either another barrel or just a rope that's hanging down that's like clumping up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what is it you do?
I climb up. You saying I climbed up fine? Yeah?
Yep,
Good?
so you're
Okay.
on the boat now.
Alright, well, is there anyone around on the top? Like, they're loading up. Are they
Yeah,
going
there's
right there
still
by the
two
captain's
guys.
quarters, or are
There's
they
still
kind
two
of
guys
just
on
focused?
it. One of them is kind of mopping the main section of the floor. The other one is in the back. You can't see him anymore, but you suppose he's either hooking some line or dropping anchor or something.
And how far am I away from the actual door right now?
About 30 feet. Yeah. Actually, it would be more like 15, 20 feet.
Okay. I want to cast my mage hand invisible and jiggle the door now first before I go over there. Make sure.
Okay.
You know, maybe it's not
What
locked,
is
but if
your-
it is.
What's your mage hand look like?
It
Again?
was like that more bluish, whitish glow kind of.
And it's invisible?
Yeah, so it's invisible,
Alright.
but when it's seen. But right now it's
right
invisible
over
to go
there.
over there.
Give it a, you have advantage on sleight of hand checks, don't you?
I'm pretty sure.
With your mage hand?
I don't know. I have to look at it.
For being
Sorry.
an arcane
New
trickster?
features, ledger me. I think.
I can't look at it on the mage hand.
No,
It's
it would
gonna
be
be
in your
Oh, I
features.
need
Yeah.
to have a screen up like you guys, because I feel like
Features and traits.
expertise. What the heck is it?
Should
Oh,
be
mage
mage
hand.
hand lighter than or something like that?
Yeah.
Ledger main.
Ledger main?
I think that's how it's pronounced.
I don't know.
You can
Yes,
control the
I'm
hand
not
as a
a
bonus
fan of
action.
arcane
Through it, you
tricks,
can make
so-
I mean, I don't know. It's not telling me if I.
Oh, you don't have advantage, just the saying
She
you
can just
do it?
make sleight of hand checks with the
Okay.
mage hand.
And I think because she is a arcane trickster, I think her mage hand is invisible.
I can,
Yeah.
yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. Yeah, I can
Yep.
make it invisible, control it as
So
bonus
it goes
action,
She's
over
still
there,
has
dexterity,
efficiency
sleight of
bonus
hand.
it
and all that
jiggles the
stuff
door,
forward.
and it's locked.
Mm. Okay. And there's. No.
Yeah, pick it.
Sure. Let's try to pick it from there first
Mangy
before I.
fingers, like
It's all invisible. Alright. Yeah.
It's just
I've been
floating
rolling really
feet
crappy.
stools.
I need it to be bad. The bad juju. Bad juju. Oh, thank God. Okay. What is that? 18, 19, 20, 23.
23. Yeah, the thing flies over there. You and you're just standing there, sort of like meditating on the hand, looking at, peeking through it. You can see your little beady eyes that are sort of like going through one of those like ovalish hanging ropes. And as you watch it, you see the hand sort of like phase through the door and then just
Yeah.
and unhook the lock as it comes back out, and then it just opens the door, swings it open slightly.
Yeah, I don't want to. I'm not causing to sing. I'm
and
controlling
slides,
this.
And slides in as the door
Just enough.
clicks nicely without having to alert anyone. So now your mage hand is in there.
Okay. Invisible. If you don't want to see it.
Yep.
I can turn invisible if I have the other crap, but I can't. So I guess I just want to make. I want to sneak over there when I feel like nobody's looking because I can't make myself invisible.
Give me a stealth check. Running across the
Please,
the
baby,
thing in
please,
broad
please.
daylight.
No. I mean, yes, kind of.
Yes.
I like ducking and dodging a little bit. I'm not.
Dodge, duck.
We'll see if you wait till the right moment.
Oh,
Dodge,
baby.
dodge.
Baby. What was it, stealth?
She's got
23 again.
Nice. Hell yeah.
I
As long
rolled
as
it.
they don't roll a nat 20, you're good. There's one more guy.
He's an idiot.
You go unnoticed. You find the right point in time. The
Yes, I'm
guy's like,
back.
he walks over there, puts up the thing. At that point in time, there's like that distance that you can cover,
Yeah.
and you bolt across, open the door,
And I close behind me gently so nobody.
Close.
Yep, exactly.
and now you are inside. As you enter into this space, there's there's a desk, a couple of drawers. There's a candle that's sitting that's just lit on the inside in one of those like handheld like goldish kind of small plates. There's also a chest sitting there
Uh-oh.
in the corner. You also give me a perception check.
No.
You have any inspiration?
No, I never get inspiration. It's not enough to be freaking married to him. 7.
7.
Ew,
I
7.
think the stink of the port and like the seagulls and fish and that aroma is what is constantly taking over. What you don't know is that that metallic smell is in that area.
In the chest area or just this
In
room?
that room.
Okay. But I don't know.
But you don't know. Yeah, it's just what you don't know. Yeah.
Okay.
Metallic of the
The
spice.
metallic smell that Gax had smelled before.
Like from the spice or
Like
from
spice
like
or-
the
From the spice.
okay, yeah.
The
Like
smell.
blood? It's blood.
It's coppery.
Alright.
And there's a couple of like hanging sconces that are also lit up. A couple swords hanging off the walls.
Any windows in the back of the ship?
There is one window in the back, and you can see it. You like sort of duck down real quickly as the guy walks across behind you, and then heads back into the main section.
Alright, well, let's get going. I'm gonna go through
You
all
head
this
over
shit.
to where are you heading first? There's the desk, and there's also the chest, and there's some barrels.
Is there anything that's laying out up top, like on the desk first, or is everything like put away?
It's just the candle, and yeah, the table is clear for the most part, except for the candle.
Okay. Oh, I really want to do that chest. I'm doing both unless you jack me up, but I guess I'll go to the desk first.
You go to the desk?
desk first. Yeah. I'm gonna
Alrighty.
Try to.
You shuffle through. These are unlocked. As you head in there, you find bits of like broken teeth. And then in another drawer, you find kind of like scratch notes of like just roughly written
Can I make
things that aren't transcribed well at all. They're honestly, they're kind of like watered down, like they've been wet by something, probably seawater, and it's just sort of run off. Give me an investigation check for this.
30-20.
Underneath the desk, not in any of the cabinets, you feel around and you find what looks to be another small silver coin.
Why is this something I should know?
It's similar to the one I described earlier that Bosco had gotten or received. It had, as you pull it off, it's a small silver coin that has kind of like a curled up dragon, like a silver dragon with no wings on it.
Not some special thing. Alright, whatever, I take it, clearly.
Yeah, so you
Clearly.
find that under there, you take it.
Why not? Why would I never? Okay, cool.
It is
That's it.
valuable. It's mine.
Give me another stealth check.
No.
Because your choices matter.
I know! That's what they do to me! That's why I was like, crap, I'm trying to think of the team and looked at the desk. I should just went for the chest. Stealth?
Yep.
10.
So,
Dang
being
it.
as stealthy as you can, the boat.
Wait. Can I ask one question? And this is probably not. because I can control the hand, I couldn't like have the hand be doing stuff while I was doing stuff, or because I have to focus on it, it couldn't. Like messing with the chest or messing with any other things. I mean, I'm just asking. I don't know.
It says as a bonus action, so it's technically you could do stuff while it's doing stuff.
Because like, could I have it go over there and be like checking out, messing with the chest?
Yeah. So
is that okay? I'm not trying to.
As it goes over there and checks out the chest, it's locked.
Yeah, but I want it to try to unlock it.
It won't work on that.
Okay. So I just maybe or I have to figure out.
As you were taking this off, kind of like a larger wave sort of rocks the ship a little bit. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
11.
Very vital. 11. Mm-hmm. You actually, then this goes along with your stealth check. You sort of fall or like move a little bit, like have to steady yourself for a second as you were looking at this and kind of fell off balance. They rolled a natural 20. So what
You gotta be kidding
what
me.
I'm gonna do basically is, as you hit the side of the thing, they were passing by it and they hear it and they go, "Hey." You hear on the outside of the ship kind of like muffled voices talking. They're like, "Hey, where's Fierro at? Is he in there?"
Fierro?
No, he's already off the ship. I heard something in there. You need to go check it out.
Okay, wait. Real quick, 'cause seconds matter. The window, where is it in the ship? Is it like on the back of it, like it would go into the water, or there's like stuff out there that I could get out and just like...
No, it's in the, it's like, there's like a small footpath that the guy walked behind that back window.
Do I?
So it doesn't open up straight to water.
You would have seen her go inside at that and then disappear, and now you hear them sort of yelling at each other to talk.
See?
Did you say Fiero?
We should have went to the hollow head
Yeah,
first.
Fierro. Why do you care?
I can find it. I just saw him at the Bruin stew. He's not in there. Wait,
give me a persuasion check.
The Bruin stew's really nice. I love it there. Been many times.
You be bribing everybody with that line. What did you roll?
Can I have advantage? No. Persuasion?
Okay. Oh, that's not what I thought it was.
That's a 7.
Leave that shit wine. Get your bottle.
What are you talking about? He doesn't drink at the Bruin stew.
That's
the
the gnome
Dennis?
one. No, that's the halfling one.
Right. They're all halflings.
He doesn't like that place very much.
I guess it was
So what's your deal?
I just
As
thought I knew one
calls
of
to his,
Fiero.
he calls his buddy off. He's like, "Hey, come check this kid out." As he walks over,
Kid.
and they head towards like the edge of the boat, and they're sort of just like crossing their arms, like.
Can I hear this? Like them yelling to
You
him?
hear them
outside?
yell you hear him yell the guy off of entering your area.
Mm-hmm.
So what is it you do?
I guess I would, instead of going right out the door, and I'm worried that they're gonna come back after they're done talking. Oh, I'm trying to decide if I can go out the back window and like hide there for a minute. You said it's like not the back of the ship, like I could just like hop.
Give me an
out.
investigation check.
I'm done with you. I thought you told me what it is.
No, there is.
Oh. This is not going well.
The thing is, you're not used to sea travel. You're a city gal. And as you head over towards the window, you can't figure out how to get this fucking thing open.
Guess I'm hiding.
You're scrambling. You're sort of like, where is the stupid lock to this thing? You're sort of like trying to peel at it, and nothing's making it move. You completely miss the latch on the other side.
Alright, I guess I'm hiding. So there was barrels and crap.
Yeah, you
If
hide.
I can't
Give me
figure
a s-
out of the way.
Give me a stealth check then. As he finishes,
Well, what's Fiero's deal then?
what do you
Where
mean,
does
what's
he hang
Fiero's
out?
deal?
I thought I knew a Fiero. Could have sworn.
You must have gotten the plague. You lost your head.
Do I look like I have the plague?
No.
Look at me. I'm gonna start like
But I've
walking
heard it's
up
quite
the
mental
board.
with the Dragonborn.
Is it?
It's it.
Point.
It's a point.
No, I'm just fucking with you. Get out of here. It's our ship. Why are you screwing around over here?
I just thought I knew someone named Fiero. And I'll turn around and like start heading out.
You do the whole like turn around, double check behind you, like I hope she's all right.
No further resistance at all.
Yeah. There's the mentality. Well, I tried my best. I'm gonna go.
At that point, you hear this conversation finish up, and he's
Yeah.
like, you hear them kind of talking to each other, like, hey, let's just check it out just to make sure that there's nothing left on the ship.
Yep.
They head in through the door. You hear the door open.
Yep.
They both pile in. What was your stealth check?
15.
15. I'm gonna
Could
roll
be better,
investigation
could be
for each of them.
worse.
19 on the first and a 5 on the second. So they do. They
No!
walk over, and you hear the footsteps sort of slowly. Going
if I
towards
hear
your
if I
area.
feel like they're going to find me out, I'm going to. My mage hand is still there and it's invisible, right? So I'm going to use something to trip one of them up, and I'm gonna make a run for it when they got tripped over. Because my mage hand's still there and it's invisible. I can do that. Yes.
Okay.
Don't tell me otherwise.
Roll a trip attack with advantage
What am I just rolling? Just regular?
for the guy that saw you. The other. So basically, they split ways. One guy was heading towards you and could see you at the point where you then were like, okay, I'm gonna move my mage
They
hand
can
over
see
and
me
trip
behind
him.
those.
And the
big
other guy was looking in the other direction, where the chest was. So you're trying to trip the guy that's coming towards you.
Right. Right.
So give me a trip attack with advantage.
What am I rolling? Just straight up D20?
Your
or
D20
not?
and
Okay.
add your without the proficiency bonus. Actually, your mage hand, that's a feature of yours. So just do a normal trip attack.
I don't know what that is.
Spell attack modifiers.
Trip attack. What am I supposed to
It's
be adding?
just your normal dexterity plus your proficiency. So I think it's a +6 for you. And roll with advantage.
+6. Your 4 plus your.
Oh, gotcha. Sorry. I just wanted to understand what was going on.
Roll with advantage.
Oh, okay.
Dice.
Do you want to borrow mine?
No, I don't borrow yours. This dice did good a second ago.
Lots might change.
Alright, maybe I'll roll the green. Maybe I'll roll the green.
Or something.
So before you roll,
Eli's over here. Please just take
Just
different
use
dice.
some
Before you roll.
dice. These dice are bad.
their AC for you to get this trip attack is 11.
Okay.
If you successfully trip him, you will then need to roll either an acrobatics or athletics check to get the hell out.
Okay.
At DC 15, you'll escape. Below a DC 10, they will catch you.
Okay, but I got other things up my sleeve, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. I don't know if I should use this stuff.
You use whatever you want. It's just suggesting it.
It's like, you need
you
help.
still have another roll for your advantage.
No.
Anything? You want something better?
No, I don't know. I like mine, but now I don't know.
Here.
Give me one of the pretty blue ones.
Okay.
You can tempt fate with
No,
mine.
use that one.
No one wants to watch that.
Nat
What is
20s all around.
That's mine now.
Ditto, sir.
The audience saw that.
No, here, have this one too.
I don't want
What? Wait, I get what? What does I have to beat the first one?
So their AC is 11. You're adding +6 to your roll.
Okay, don't ever help me again, Czar.
What did you roll?
What was your
Oh
roll?
no.
Fame.
10.
Oh, no.
I rolled a 4! So I have +6, so just 10.
That was with advantage?
That was the second roll. I can't. What was the first roll? It was not that good. I think it was the same
This
thing.
is a 4.
Wasn't it?
I think it was probably 4 or less. I don't think it was anything crazy.
So you go to trip this guy, grab the foot of this.
You better not have
halfling
ran
man,
too far, because we're about to get.
And he goes. He feels the tug on his leg, which alerts him even more to your presence. He's like, "Hey, what you doing on our ship?"
Okay, if my
He
freaking
pulls out a
hand.
dagger. He's like,
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
"How'd you get on here? What are you doing? Snooping around? Speak up."
I'm friends with Bosco.
Friends with that little piece of shit.
I know.
Even more reason. Why are you on our ship? Get.
Is he gonna let me get? Are you gonna let me get? I'm just trying to gauge you. Can I walk out? That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get out. Can I walk off? Or are we gonna make this the hard way?
You see the other one sort of steps over. He's like,
As you're saying that, I am definitely backing towards the door.
"Oh, they are stepping in your way. They're not letting you go anywhere."
Go on.
He said, he goes, "Don't let her get out that door."
Here we go. Here we go.
You need to
All
start
right.
speaking.
I am
miss.
speaking. I'm
What are
friends
you
with
doing snooping around on our
Bosco.
ship?
You guys owed him some money still. I wanted to see what was going on the ship. What are y'all doing? What are y'all shipping right now?
You're not
She's better than me.
interrogating
I would have
us.
just said fucking scorch earth. I'm killing everybody on your meeting.
I mean, we might get to that. I'm trying to prolong if I can. What are y'all
He goes,
shipping?
"Hey," he turns to the other guy.
And I got my earring on. I just want to say, I put those on. I have one of those crescent moons because I feel like they're in cahoots with the other people. So I don't know if that matters to
He
them.
turns around and he goes, "Go get the others." As the other
I'm like,
guy
no,
sort of, like,
there's no need to
leaves,
get
and
any
you're now
others.
stuck with just him. As he starts to make a small, not a small, but he lunges at you to grapple you to the ground.
Alright,
This
well.
is do a contested strength athletics check.
Wait, you have a crescent
What am I
moon in
rolling?
your
Just
right?
my
So
athletics?
he adds a plus 5 to his, and he rolled an 11, so it's a
When did she get that?
16.
And I'm just adding my athletics, right? It's not like any special
Yep.
other thing. Right?
When did that?
Take that away from me. I don't want to ever see it again.
I wasn't
Heck
here.
on. 4.
So he
4.
lunges at you, catches you by the waist, and just
This little
grabs
slice
onto
neck.
it, and he's holding you as you see Zarzros, that same guy that you were just conversing with,
Come
bolting
on, big boy.
past
Come
you,
on, big boy.
yelling for his friends to come to the boat.
I would turn around and start running back.
He will see that and he'll be like, "Where are you going? Why
What's
are you
going
heading
on?
back
What's
to our
going on?
ship?"
What's going on?
That's none of your
God, he's like a
business.
dog. He's a straight up dog.
He's my guard dog.
Going what? Going what? Golden
Exactly.
retriever energy.
It's
He's
none of
like,
your
"I'm
business.
here."
Stay out of it.
Hey, while
You can carry on. It doesn't concern you.
What's
Strong.
going on?
Be strong, Zar.
If you ask enough, maybe he'll listen.
Give me
Not
a
running him over.
deception check.
Oh no! Oh no! I feel like this NPC is like.
Not
Does
our
this guy
honest
need
character.
mental
Oh,
help?
wow.
Like, I actually
no,
take you
better-
to see
better
a
odds
doctor
than I
right
thought.
now.
Better
Like,
odds than
are you lost, sir? Do
Oh,
you
never
need me to
mind.
find your
Are you
family?
senile?
Yeah.
That's a 9.
A 9.
I can't tell if this
Single
helps
dice.
him or hurts
We're gonna
him.
try them all. We're gonna try
He
them all.
rolled a 5, and he also has a -1 to his insight, so he's like, "We found some
If it's
woman
any,
in our ship."
if it's anything you need help with,
This NPC
look at me.
stupid.
I got him. I'll take him down.
You'll take them to the guards.
Yeah, of course.
They need to be dealt with. They're breaking and entering into our ship.
Let's deal with it.
Alright, let's
Okay,
go.
how fast is this happening? Because if I'm being grappled
No
and that's
way.
going on, I'm gonna bring out a dagger.
Talking takes a
Okay,
while,
because if
right?
I'm on the floor now and someone's holding me down, I'm going to.
Basically, the
Shank
action
with
that's
my
going
dagger.
on here is all of this conversing, and then they start heading back towards the ship, running. And he has alerted some of the other halflings nearby and some of the guards that are now paying attention and are slowly starting to move into that vicinity.
We're making a mess of it.
I know. We're gonna have to come back later. Yeah. Okay. So
You can try to escape the grapple.
well, what would that be?
The DC is
Because I would take out my dagger and freaking
15.
shank the dude that's on me.
the DC is a 15.
What if I just take out my dagger?
If you want to shank him,
If
you
I'm
can
like,
roll
"Get
to
the
attack.
frick
That's,
off of
that's
me."
for sure. You can 100% attack him if you want.
What? Where's
But those are
my?
your two options. You can either escape or you can.
So I'm just
attack.
rolling my attack. All of these dice. 10.
10.
10 on my dagger.
So that you
Oh
lunge,
my
take your
God.
dagger out and lunge at him, and he just
Yeah.
dodges him. He's too small, too nimble.
It's
Can
gonna
I attack again?
donate to the cause.
I'm gonna say with your
Gone.
because
I've
you're
offered,
grappled,
but
you're
no one
able
wants
to-
my
I
dice.
guess
No.
you can make an offhand, yeah.
Or would I just like try to just keep I know, just give me more dice. This is bad. This is
I
bad.
mean, no, if we're all
You
gonna
said I could either do
donate it.
another offhand
I got
attack, so it would
5.
be
That's it. Yeah, you can do an
or
offhand.
try to get escape.
Escape is the full action.
Okay.
It's okay.
18.
18.
18.
So you do manage to find him. In him, roll damage.
My
What is
God,
it,
you're
one?
shaking a poor man.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
gonna.
he attacked me.
He's gonna
awesome.
die.
I got this
They're gonna
Eight.
go back into the ship and they're gonna be like,
It's
What the
offhand,
fuck?
so you don't add.
Dang it! Dang it! So I just add the regular?
So it's just 4.
I don't need to. My damage is 1d4 plus 4.
well, I mean,
That
how
is
innocent?
useless.
They're the ones that are bringing
Oh.
in drugs.
Oh,
so that's
so
what-
that'll
Do
be
they
fine.
know that they're
Honestly,
doing
high
that?
squad is
Absolutely.
where the most hijinks happen. So
Just 4 then instead
So
of the
4
plus 4?
damage? Yeah. You don't add the modifier to
Okay.
an offhand attack.
That's stupid. Okay.
So you
Sorry.
swing, you miss the first, you take out a second one nearby, and you lunge it, it drives deep into his arms.
Yeah. I'm like, you like that? You like that?
I think
You're gonna come busting in the door. I heard you yelling, but you're too busy. Who is that? What happened? You're supposed to be the bulldog that runs him over and busts
you're
him.
like hearing him over
Just
the
trying to
ground.
buy
Talking
you
to my head right now.
He's like, I'm distracted them so well. She's like, ah!
And I'm like thinking he's gonna run in, and he's just like, yeah, it's all good.
his turn will be that because you just pulled your knife out on him twice and shanked him once. He obviously had his at the ready. He rolled a 15 plus his 5 to the bonus, so he has a dirty 20. So he also shanks you.
Oh my God.
And he's gonna do 13 points of damage.
Oh no.
Oh my
I'm like,
God.
this is gonna go for
You can hear from the inside the
Having
boat.
match.
You can hear from inside the boat just these two shouting at each other.
you
The
like
prison shaking each
You
other.
like that? Take this! So you hear us screaming now.
At that
So
point,
your actions
Zorzo
change.
I stabbed you first, then you
running in
stabbed
there.
me. Who wins?
You hear the thuds of Zarzros. Make an athletics check as you try to leap over
Wait,
the
What was
the,
it, minus
side of the boat
13?
to hop
Is that what
in.
you said? I'm sorry. I just need to 13? Right into the water. Sorry.
Bust the 6.
Is he falling in the water?
He's running. He
busts his
puts
knee
his
again.
hand on the side of the boat to like do one of those cool like
Just cracks underneath.
his arms slip off the slippery side of the boat and just you hear the clanking of metal as he rolls across to the other side. Ares, you see Zarzos just rolling across the freaking
Like, is the
deck.
door open now? Like, I thought the door was closed.
Now
and
it's his
behind it.
elbow.
Oh, I guess you can't see
Because I was
it, but
saying,
you
I
can
was
hear
trying to
it.
get the door, but like they're in between us, the door's
Yeah,
closed.
you-
Or is it open and they're just standing there?
Actually, you would have left it
I'm
open
coming.
anyway.
So I can see.
Yeah, so you see him rolling and hear the clanking of metal as Zarzos says, "Oh, I'm coming!" across the deck. You manage to get up, swipe off, and head towards the doorway. What do? You see,
You're
you see
now in
blood.
battle.
in the
You
door.
see blood on both characters at this point.
Everybody get back, and I'm gonna smash the man off of her. my shield.
You have advantage on this because he's in a grapple.
I love it.
Oh my
And
god.
while he's doing this, I'm yelling at him. Took you long enough. Because
I can't wait for
you're
this.
sitting here.
She stabbed him in the arm and he's going for liver shots.
Okay.
Oh my god, I thought that was a 1. I was
is
so
this
scared.
just like
I
rolling
also
to
like how
attack
Marcus
with the
was
shield?
like, please
Like
do
just
not
a
stir up
bash?
trouble in the city.
With
Wait, did
no
he say that?
modifier?
Yeah, last night.
I was
Okay. So add your strength, but not your proficiency.
He said it to us as we walked by.
So
and we
that's
just
a
like, no.
22. A 22.
Yeah, boy.
Give me damage. For the shield, do a d6.
I'm not really trying to damage him, but sure. I was just trying to bash
Oh,
him.
you bashed him
you're
good.
some-
Okay.
Hits
You're
him
better
across the
damage
face,
him.
kills
Oh
him.
my.
1 damage?
Yes.
1.
And I'm just bashing him
Bruh.
off and hopefully knocking him
I
prone
think
with
with
my shield bash.
you did 4 damage. You did the 1 damage. You take the shield. You clock him upside the back of the head real good as he just slumps over,
I
unconscious.
get up immediately.
He's not dead. He's just unconscious. He's knocked him
I'm
out.
up immediately.
Is the size of the guy.
The grip loosens as the other guy walks in. He goes, "Hey, you just hit my friend!"
Wait. Who's in the room? This is important. Who's in the room right
Just
now?
the one other halfling.
So what is
But
going on
you
outside?
can hear the commotion, sort of. You hear kind of like a little bit of shouting and like footsteps that are starting to like pile towards the
Okay.
the walkway.
Is it me? Can I do something?
It's
Or-
the little guy's turn.
No.
Hey, you can't do that to my friend. As he takes a
Dang it.
dagger and just throws it at you.
Dang it.
A 19.
What?
That hits.
Yeah, they literally. Oh my
Impromptu
god.
combat.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. I love it.
I love it. I
Theater
know.
of the
I do
mind,
love
I
it.
like
He does 12 points
12?
of piercing damage.
Oh my
Freaking
god.
bees, yo. They're a
How
bunch of
hard is he
freaking
throwing
idiots.
this
You see him
dagger?
go, "Hey, don't ever touch Frederick like that again."
Frederick.
Throws it right under that soft part of your
Man.
armpit.
My god.
Alright, now is it us?
Yeah.
Alright. I use my mage hand, my bonus action. I slam the door shut with the mage hand because he's not getting out of here. And
He's
I
actually
say,
in the doorway. He's actually in the doorway, so get him.
no!
I like this. I'm gonna do some.
I had another plan! I wasn't gonna just beat him to death. I had a plan. Alright, what am I doing?
I mean, no, we're doing it. We're doing it.
I'm gonna shut
fucking
the door. I'm gonna open this damn window. I'm gonna get this fuck out of here and not say anything, or I'll slit your throat. And then we would jump out the window and we'd escape. But no.
You would jump out the window, Zarthos would get
It's
stuck
true,
halfway
the
through.
The door does 5 points of damage, which was the exact same. So
Knocks
you
him out.
use the mage hand to slam the door shut.
Yeah.
Knocks him. He gets crushed in between the doorways, like boom.
Yeah.
Just crumples on the deck.
Quick! What else did you need to get?
I wanted to see this freaking chest, but we got no time now.
Do it quick!
Can I like try to do it real quick while he stands
You
guarding
can
the door?
do it really quick.
Stand at the door.
You're gonna be at disadvantage for this check.
Oh, well,
because
maybe
it's so
not
quick.
real quick. I'll just be like, can you guard that door for me?
I'm just gonna keep an eye.
Can you watch that door?
outside,
Like, I really
see-
wanna
You know
what's
what?
in
I
here.
won't give you disadvantage because you're proficient in it. So
Okay.
just do a normal check.
Sleight of hand.
Yep. I'll just increase the DC a little.
Dice
I
not
will
used.
ask.
The DC for this check is a 16. It's a normal lock, but I'm adding one
Yeah,
extra.
use any of these.
Give me one of those.
Not the
These
black one,
have
not the
been
black
bad.
one.
No, not that one.
Which
Eh.
one? The one.
I'm
Stop,
basically
stop,
what I'm doing is I'm
stop.
having your
No,
proficiency.
keep that away from me.
Yeah, you stand back. Say that again. I totally like
I'm
that.
basically halving your proficiency bonus by adding 1 to the DC. So it's
Okay.
a DC 16.
Because we're doing sleight of hand, right?
Yes.
God, unbelievable.
Smash it open at this point.
I think I would say I have a 5, so I have 11. Plus 6.
You take your things out like real quick. I think your hands are a little bit
I
bloody,
think I'm getting a little.
and you're starting to slip a little bit. You're like,
Okay.
just
Just get in there!
Okay, wait. If that doesn't work, I literally, how heavy is this thing? Because I'm gonna be like, Zar, just pick up the freaking chest and let's go.
So you head over there.
Well, hold on. I was gonna ask. The halflings are not dead, right?
They're
They're knocked out.
unconscious. Not
Unconscious.
dead.
So if I was to like put hit points into them, would they?
Oh my
They would
god!
wake up.
Would they wake up
Okay,
instantly? Then I'm not
Yeah,
gonna.
mercy
do it.
paladin.
As long as they're gonna live, it's okay.
Are they actively rolling death rolls, or are they just?
Oh,
Knocked
Argar.
They're just
will-
knocked out.
Argar will be staring at you.
Okay.
Alright, I want him to
Yeah,
go
I'll
pick up the
be
chest.
head
I
over
said,
and
let's
see
pick
how
up the chest,
it
Yeah,
is.
we're gonna
like,
run,
okay.
and you two to the front so you can bulldoze out for everybody, and I'll run right behind
It's
you.
not that heavy.
Sweet.
Let's go.
I want him
You
to
shake
pick
it
it
around
up.
a little bit. It's got some booty in it.
Yeah,
got
boy!
some
Alright, he's
booty
gonna
in
lead it so he can just bulldoze through everybody and I'll run right behind him. That's the plan.
what?
That's the
So you're
plan.
using
We're
him-
running out, and you're gonna be in the front with that, and I'm gonna be right behind you.
I have a
Because we
quick
know
question.
what to do.
Conspicuous at all.
Listen, no, I'm telling him because I know him. If we stay here any longer, we're going to end up murdering people. And I know that's not what you want to do. So just take the chest, and we're going to freaking run with it, and we'll figure it out.
Sounds like a plan.
I'm going to cast when we run away.
This is so funny. She's gonna make you an Oathbreaker paladin. She's going to drag you down.
He's trying to redeem me, but nah.
At this point, you guys meet each other up at the edge of the boardwalk after you've done all of your trading.
no.
And you
Yeah,
can
would we
see
hear
kind
this?
of like a movement of the guards sort of like signaling to each other and like pointing in the direction of the docks. And
Why do I feel like my
they just
scales
start
are
like a
bristling?
hurried step. It's not like they're sprinting at anything, like there's a massive alarm went off. But they're just like hastily like getting people's attention to be like, hey, let's go. We need to go
Yeah.
check out the docks.
How far away is the docks from us currently?
It's about 100 feet away. It's within eyesight.
Perfect.
Yeah.
If
But
I
you guys
can-
have all met up. So Cedric, Gax, Nixel,
Yeah.
Bosco's also there, and Auric.
So we don't see a commotion. We just see people walking towards what could potentially be a commotion.
And sort of like softly alerting each other not to cause alarm to anyone else.
Yeah. Seeing that, can I stick my hand out and I'm gonna cast message?
Yeah, what do you miss?
I am going to message Ares.
Wait, can it go to me without him seeing me?
Yeah.
Okay.
All I need
Just
is
in my head.
the general direction in 120 feet.
Okay.
So yeah.
And can
And
I
you
talk
did say
back
that
to
you were
you?
going to
Yes,
the
Okay.
it is.
I'm just curious 'cause everyone's got different
You
things.
have like a certain amount of words, right?
So-
Yeah, so you point toward a creature within range and whisper a message. The
Oh.
target, and only the target hears the message and can reply in a whisper that only you can hear. And it's 25 words.
But because you point at a target, like, does he have to see me?
No, it
Okay.
says direction.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Or the direction. The direction. Of
You
the-
point
Okay, gotcha. He
towards
just
a
knows
creature
who he's
within
trying to talk
range, so I
to.
just point towards a creature. Yeah. So I'm gonna point in the general direction of the docks. Is everything okay over there? There's seems to be guard movement.
As he does this, Nixel's flying up in the air to try
Y'all-
and catch a
y'all go big
glimpse of
sport.
this.
I mean, you see the scenario happening, unfolding.
I know that. I say, there's
all right.
trouble.
Before I can even hear, I'm like, we're working on it. We're working on it. It's a little bad.
Everybody, so you three just see Gax go, and I just start walking in that
Also-
direction. Oh, it's
and-
five of us.
and-
not four.
I'm going to look around, cast disguise self, and look like one of the guards.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, boy.
Actually, as we're walking, and when you do that, I look at you.
I know you won't like it, but become the druid. It will be easier.
I was
And
gonna
then I
suggest
Do I
Ignago.
have to?
Yeah.
I was gonna suggest Ignago.
Is
Inago?
I can't do his voice.
I'm gonna look over at Gax and say, is it who I think it is?
I just kind of look
I disguise self, and you see me very lazily conjure up, and I shift into Silas.
Silence. All right.
And then we make our way to the docks.
Now,
All right.
as they're doing that,
Hastily or Matching pace with the guards?
I
Matching
take
pace
I
with
kind
the
of start to
guards.
swagger the way I would usually suspect Silas to kind of have this air of
Stick
I know
up
what
his
I'm
ass.
doing. So I definitely chin up a little bit and
Yeah,
forward.
because what race is Silas is a lizard folk. Isn't
Yeah,
he, or
he's a
not?
white lizard folk.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's lizard
yeah,
folk, So you go from black to, or blackish brown to white,
Yeah.
pink,
Yeah.
That's why I said I know you want to enjoy this.
and no longer hunched.
While that, okay, so what
And
we
you
were
guys
doing.
decided on
Yes, I told him to.
Busting
He's
out
gonna
the door
bust
with
out
the
the door
chest.
with the chest. I'm behind him, and as we are going off the ship, I'm going to cast my fog cloud behind me, so they can't see any crap, and we can run on off because I can put it behind me.
All right.
Yeah.
So you are. Zarzros is in the front.
I'm
hops
right
over,
behind him,
And
and he's bulldozing people over with his big body in the chest. That's the plan. Don't go
give
soft.
me a athletics check
Him, me,
Yeah.
or just him.
with advantage because I think Ares would probably be like helping shove you forward through this group of people that are now sort of like funneling into one of those thin wooden.
Steering him. I'm steering
just the visuals of this, like a 6'8" dragonborn is plowing over 2 feet tall people.
Basically, yeah.
Literally, just kicking them out of the
So they're
way.
all funneling into like one of those piers that's about like
Yeah.
10 feet above the ground, right, or the water
This doesn't
below.
sound right.
And
Fuck
there's enough space for like one of you and like 2 of them. What was your athletics check?
15.
Booting them! Punting
Boom.
them.
With the Ares, she just shoving you,
I'm
it's
steering
like
you.
moving you forward. You're like, move out of my way! As you bash through like 4 or 5 halflings, and they get tossed into the water. On all sides, the guards are looking at you
Oh
like,
my god. Wait, so once we get down the ramp, that's
Yeah.
when I would fall cloud like behind us so that way we can run off, but anybody who's gonna come up to the ship, like right there on the dock, on the ship, the ramp, they won't be able to see. And we can make a beeline the other way.
okay,
Okay?
yep.
Do we all witness this?
You guys 100% witness
I am now
him
running.
bulldozing.
I am now running, screaming, stop, wait, there's a huge mistake right now. At least to everybody. I am announcing this to all of them. Stop, wait, there seems to be a misunderstanding.
Bosco's gonna
Cool.
be so mad he missed
You
it.
cast the fog cloud.
Which is 20 feet.
Yeah, it's a huge fog cloud.
That way, and it's all behind me, so we can see.
Yep,
You can
yep.
see.
Um,
So now you can-
as you bulldoze through it, and the guards are kind of like trying to like catch up with you a little bit.
Needed.
They get tossed into this fog cloud. They sort of get distracted, or not distracted, but they lose sight of you. They're running around. You hear an occasional like whoa, whoa, as they like sort of like almost fall off the edge of the pier themselves, kind of trying to meander through the blindness. As you're approaching and yelling this,
Does it seem like they're getting away? Like they're off scot-free or no?
there are a couple of guards that are still funneling in with you.
Yeah.
And as you're saying, they're still like, what are you talking about?
We've been tasked by the peace druid Silas to investigate the causes of the disease, which we have found to be the drug that the Crows Vigil is selling. So I asked my compatriots to steal it from them so that we could test it.
Hopefully,
Yeah. Quickly, let's go. We need to
See?
make sure that
I mentioned
fucking
a few
scoundrels.
Yes. The guards don't like them. And frankly, neither do fucking I now, because Shadow Mouse did absolutely jack shit that I told her to do. I said, stop him from selling this, you are killing your people. She did not care.
What
now
is
guess
his name?
what?
What is the brother's
Burning
name?
it down.
Chorus.
Corrick?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we forgot about
Oh,
him.
dude,
We'll rough him up,
that
too.
is Gax's alternative move. If nothing that he knows how to fix it, then you kill it and burn it.
You head over there. Are you guys see them now?
Yeah.
Are we?
Yeah.
Because like I cast and it was
You-
gonna go
you
the opposite
busted
way. I'm not
through
running
the
into
majority
them.
of the crowd, and you now see your party members walking
Sans
over with a
Nixel.
couple
But
of
I wasn't gonna
guards.
run
Yes.
directly straight everywhere the
Nixel
way
didn't
everybody's
go.
coming. I was gonna run.
There's
the opposite
not
way.
much. There was only about
From the
100
dock.
feet in between you guys. You guys ran about 50 feet off of the pier, and so now they've shortened the gap to about.
There wasn't
30 to
anywhere
40
else. I imagine like the
No,
like the
there
pier,
was like
I
a
could've went
long
down
pier
somewhere
that
else and
led
went,
to
like,
the boardwalk.
That's dumb. That's not. Nice.
Check the map.
That's fine. Nice. Yeah, where's the map? Let's bring the map out.
Yeah, actually, I have it right here.
No, you're good. I just imagine like where you come down and you could like split either way, kind of. That's what I was imagining. So that's why I was like.
I mean, it does open up on the boardwalk, but they had already sort of meandered their way towards it.
Gotcha.
While they're trying to run away, can I start
I was
barking
thinking, like,
orders
it
at the
was just, right onto it,
guards?
not really a hub, so.
What are you barking?
I'm gonna yelling at the guards. Secure the ship. Make sure they don't burn anything inside. Lock up all Crows Vigil people. The two elves, the elf and the dragonborn are with us. Make sure they do not get hurt. They hold valuable evidence.
Wow.
Give me a persuasion check
Can I get it?
with advantage.
Yay! I'm going to need it.
Hearing him
I'm
make
still,
his commotion.
still again.
That's the
still,
advantage
I'm
right
still
there.
hovering by him, just kind
You're
of nose in
moving
the
away.
air.
So you're
Yeah.
just slinking into the
Or just
like.
snout.
It's like an alleyway. If you can't.
I don't
That
think
one
I
would
know.
be
Yeah,
far.
Nick
so you don't wanna
didn't
be-
even go.
Okay, yeah, you two are not even part of this.
Can I give myself guidance for this as well or no?
I think Bosca is
Bosca
backing you
love
up.
Okay.
Yeah, do what they say.
15.
He's your little-
15.
Yeah.
They 100% just start doing what you say.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
They start pinning halflings to the ground. A bunch of them start rushing into the. One they tell their buddies that are stuck in the fog cloud, like, "Hey, back off. They've been tasked to do this by the peace druid." And then a couple of them go off around the outside of the pier to sort of like get the ones that are trying to get out of the water.
I
They're all
don't
wet.
care.
Yeah,
They just
neither do
pin-
I.
They,
Zero
they just
chances.
pin them into the ground, into the beach, essentially. They got sand all over them, all of that. They're sort of like wrapping them up in bindings and sort of carrying them all out forward. It's at this point
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Who's coming?
that Lucius
I'm not afraid to
Makes an
slap
appearance.
fucking anybody. So let's go.
I'm getting now. Kiss is ready.
Oh yeah.
and you see his tall figure. You see him stand over
Wait,
there.
where?
And he's watching over it all. He's like, his face doesn't change much. It's pretty stoic.
Can I do an insight check on him?
Yeah. All of you give me an insight check.
Can I also check his ear? Like, is it easy to check his ear if he has the earring? The
Oh,
crystal
now,
earring?
now we're
Who,
rolling
Ju-
good.
Who, Lucius?
Yeah.
Again.
Lucius does not have one.
What
A
check?
natural
Sorry?
20
Again,
for
after
20.
all of that.
Okay.
What check? Sorry.
Insight.
Insight.
Oh, dude, Gax reads people like a
8.
book.
I'm not there. I'm at the Hollow Hex.
Okay.
9.
9.
You saw that face and you're like,
23.
okay, let's leave.
I said there's trouble, and then I went.
Two very high rolls, including a natural 20. You guys are able to pick out that he is not displeased with what's going on here.
Yeah.
He's just watching to make sure that no fights break out and nothing crazy happens.
Oh.
I got a
Danger
shoulder to
is
show
gone.
him, or whatever.
Oh, okay. So he only cares more about the guards than anything else.
Right.
So he's okay. He might
He's-
be a dick,
he wants
but
it
at
to
least
make
he
sure it's
cares.
orderly.
Yeah. He might be a dick, but he's
Well, he's
And
a guard.
I
He doesn't
think
need
with,
rituals, just
with the
Oh, this is
insight
something
of a
of-
nat 20, you gain the additional information of that you know that they have a lot of new hires, and it's a lot of these could potentially be new hires, and so he's overseeing and making sure that they're not taking things too far,
yeah.
just
okay.
because they want to beat the shit out of some halflings.
Oh, now this all makes sense. Okay.
Oh, because the guards are up there, along
Yeah.
with the halflings that were on the ship.
I
And
had
now
misunderstood
him.
too this
Okay.
one.
And it's like the people of the town are like fed up of this gang taking over, so all these young men are like, we're gonna join the police force and stop them, so now they're gonna get all rambunctious and stuff like that.
Ooh.
Trying to find a riot.
Reading that on Silas's face.
No.
Lucius, sorry.
No,
not in your
if it was
face.
Silas, that'd be a bigger problem.
I think that would have been one of us looking at each other going, oh shit.
Yeah, as he's still Silas.
Yeah. Seeing that on Lucius's face.
Don't be too rough with them. We need to ask questions. Make sure that they are okay.
And then I'm going to start making my way onto the ship.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, and then I guess looking back at our friends.
You don't need to run anymore. I explained everything. Thank you for the help.
Yes, thank you. It was a little shaky, but I appreciate what you've done.
Again, so they start binding them all up. They start lining them up, and basically escort them towards the barracks, where Lucius is sort of waiting and starts to intake them, leaving the ship completely open to your disposal.
As one of the guards is walking away, can I get his attention? No.
Where is your port master? I need to ask him a couple of questions.
Portmaster?
The one that dictates that has the intake of the ships, where they come from, where they go. What
You mean
are
the
they selling?
manifest?
The manifest.
The manifest.
Oh.
Well, the port master's the person that
Who has the manifest?
who has the manifest.
Right.
Well, these scoundrels, they're not tracked.
They're smugglers.
They slip in and out.
Okay. Then search the entire ship until you find a ledger that tells us everything.
Alright.
You trying to guard this?
Yeah.
Roll 3.
Sick.
He comes back to you, he's like, didn't find anything.
It's okay.
So
I do.
you're now on the ship, correct?
Yes. Did anybody else join me on the ship?
I'd say I'll join you
Has
after.
has it died down? Is it just
Yeah,
the
you see it has
It was
created
fine to
a
go
little bit
on,
of
yeah.
order again. Like the guards are posted up, they've taken all the rowdy halflings away.
Okay.
Lucius has gone back to the barracks.
If order has been restored, I'll be joining them.
Yeah.
Okay. The minute you get in there, the wind gives you that strong metallic smell. Just you.
That drug has definitely been in here before.
We still have one ruby.
We do.
So, can I please change?
At this point, yeah.
I've
been kind of.
I get away from anyone except for the group in my immediate, and then take out the Silas disguise. I'm like,
It was uncomfortable looking at you like that, to be honest.
I didn't want.
Yeah, I know, I'm sorry.
Fuck him.
Are you saying there's spice in here right now?
Yes, definitely.
Cedric?
Or it has been in here.
Cedric's gonna wrap Lemon's toe in a bandana and hold it up like a gas
Oh
mask
my god.
Seeing that,
to not breathe in if there's any.
Skax puts a hand on your shoulder and says,
Friend, you're the one that's gonna have to search this place. I'm sorry.
and I'm going to cast Enhance Ability on him.
What? Okay.
For intelligence, I believe, is investigation, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you gain advantage on your investigation checks.
But why am I the one who has to search?
Because you're the only one that is familiar with, well,
Because I suck at it.
that too.
And you're
Yeah.
you're huffing that toe. You can handle it.
And Ares will hopefully be working on the chest.
Yeah, I would say while that's
And-
going on, definitely.
And
would be
Cedric, hopefully, there's some kind of document or paperwork that will
Actually,
be
wait.
familiar.
Hold on. Instead of doing enhanced ability, can I just help him search? I don't want to waste a second level spell slot. Yeah.
help.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give him the help action.
More
Yeah,
like
okay.
more like, can I just help you search?
No,
Well, actually, no,
no.
if I have to do it, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think my investigation's good.
Well, alright, I guess it has to be
True.
me.
Yeah. and I'll hit you with guidance.
And
There we go.
Cedric's going to take another bandana and kind of like tie it to, so that it's just on him.
A mask.
The so it's like a pseudo like mask that he's wearing.
All right.
There you go
With
for
the
second
toe?
dice,
Oh,
and you
With
can
the
roll a
toe there?
D4.
Huh? Yeah, the toes to got whatever scent this spice is giving.
And you are investigating what?
For spice on the ship.
Oh, spice and the ledger.
And the ledger.
Gax would have asked for both, and I gave you guidance as
Oh,
well.
that's right.
Yeah. Instead of
Oh, hell
hints
yeah.
ability.
Well,
So,
hold on, I have to roll twice. Advantage.
Advantage.
So first one.
Guidance.
Ooh. Roll bad. Ooh, much better. 17. Wait. Sorry, what kind of check is this?
Investigation, yeah.
Oh, 21.
21.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you get that strong hit, and it's coming from the captain's chambers.
Ooh.
And then as you follow the scent inside, you turn and you see a large barrel there that is covered. You find like a small crowbar or something that you just pry it open. As you open it, inside you see just a barrel full of that amber salt, and the smell wafts over you. That metallic textured smell.
Oh man.
There's just a barrel of the
I
snuff.
close it immediately.
Like
I close it back up.
Yeah, and the metallic spell from it is the difference between the stuff that we use in comparison to this. Okay.
Yeah, I close the barrel back up immediately.
Basically, this stuff has been altered in some sort of way.
No doubt about it. This is what we're looking for.
With the 21, I think you also...
Wait, a ledger.
Yeah, you were looking for a ledger in this space. You had already checked
The desk.
the desk. What was your roll for that?
I don't remember, but you didn't give me very much. I rolled better on those.
Better than 21.
You were broken teeth and
Yeah.
a coin
Was it the
underneath,
21?
and there
I
was
don't
like
think it was as good as the 21, though.
I thought it was like a 15 or something.
I don't
like
remember.
that. 15 or 16. But I don't know.
yeah bad notes that were like wet, and then the coin.
I think I think it's not in the desk. You've been seafaring before in Archendale, and you know that they keep their important more
Documents?
they keep their important documents, but the ones that they want to hide the best in a specific location on the ship. It's tucked usually behind one of like planks in the wall, and so you notice out of the corner of your eye the kind of like extra bit of like movement that they've used to push it back in over time, and it's worn down. You go over to that, you peel it off, and behind it there's a small manifest of all of their recent shipments and travels, and they all lead to Archendale.
So I basically take it over and I read it and go, well.
Oh my god! Are you some special agent?
Cedric's gonna be feeling himself after finding it like that. My goodness, what a description. He's like, you. Opens the plank, finds it. He's feeling himself. He's thinking he's on top of the world finding this thing. Anyway, reads it, shows it to Gax, like, it all leads back to Archendale.
Perfect. Now we can actually say we found something in this bullshit search.
Language.
I just kind of look at you and was like,
Okay.
we'll leave.
What?
I take the ruby
Oh,
and I
yeah,
just hover
actually.
it over. I
Pop the lid.
and I point to the container.
I do the crowbar. You pop the lid.
I
take my hand and just like open, try to
claw.
open, yeah,
The
just
claw.
open
Pop the
up,
lid.
and I just wave the ruby over the spice to see if anything reacts to it.
Give me an Arcana check.
21.
Let's try
21.
Hell yeah.
As you pull it over and you wave, there's that magnetic force that's similar to the same magnetic force you felt with the rock and the flail that one time. When it was getting closer to something, it's the same magnetic
so like
pull.
that, yeah, and a pull.
And
Yeah.
as you move it across this, what you would think would be chili powder for you guys, it actually, as it nears any of the stuff,
Does it start to, like,
starts to
separate
move
it?
away.
Oh.
It parts. It's like
Do we all see this?
almost kind of like a magnetic field.
Do we all of us see this?
I am so good, damn good. Fucking knew it.
As we're looking at you, say language.
So
Yeah.
when you say that it parts, are you describing like? Are you saying that there's a part of the
Anytime you
spice
get
that's
close,
separating,
anytime
or
you get close, it's like the
It's a magnetic-
North Pole of
Yeah.
a magnet touches a North Pole of another magnet. They force each other away. That's what you're getting.
And
We thought it would attract, but it's
Yeah.
pushing it away.
and when looking at it, does it seem like the chili powder itself is what's moving, or something inside of it is what's moving?
The chili powder.
Okay. Well, because it's all parasites and stuff like that, so I'm not sure.
Yeah.
how
I guess
that
we're
tracks.
trying to see if it's laced with the stuff or
Yeah,
if it's
it's
actually part of it. And it sounds like
Yeah.
it's a part of it.
Yeah.
Cedric wants to look at the manifest again. Is it only items on this manifest, or are there names in this manifest as well? Are there locations?
There are, you check it over with Ares.
I'm gonna say I don't know where they're at, but I would definitely want to look
Yeah.
at whatever they
I'm going to say
found.
that you check it over
after.
with Ares.
Fellow Archendaler.
They're from the Dale Inns.
Oh no, yeah, not Archendaler.
You do not see Bristar on there, but you do see one name.
Wait, did you say it led to the Dalelands, not Archendale?
You said you guys-
100% Archie.
Oh, Archendale. Oh shit.
It's
Okay.
Archendale to Port Fisher
Yes.
to sell spice.
Fall.
Is Archendale
You
That's
don't
what I'm
see
you,
Bris-
right? Okay,
Yeah.
because I was like,
You
That's
don't
where
see
my daddy is.
Bristar,
your daddy.
but
Sorry.
you do see. Basically, there was a raw item that was purchased from Eladir Felmoon, and then it was routed towards.
Do I know that name? I mean, I know it's above the table. I know it's that. But does Cedric recognize Eladir Felmoon as knowing that Felmoon
I
is?
thought we talked about this before one time, and we said no because we were kind of like
Because
Yeah,
you
no.
told us about your dad,
Separated.
but you didn't tell us your dad's name. I don't think.
right, and it's not like some
Yeah, no.
separated.
And then you also notice the name Julius Silverstone.
I already knew that. I already knew your daddy was gonna be on there.
Where is Julius's name?
So it was shipped from Eladir. Basically, Eladir paid for the raw material. It was shipped to Archendale. Another raw material was put into it and then shipped to the Veshlins to trade.
Cedric goes white at seeing Julius's name.
There is no necessarily lizard folk name on this manuscript or document, but it does specify that they made a deal or a trade for the product in the Veshlins.
Cedric
And it
go-
doesn't say who they traded with, they just made the trades. Yeah, so it was all shorthand trades probably.
Cedric goes white at reading
Who
that.
is the buyer is the question.
Cedric goes white at reading that, and with his voice cracking in fear, will go, "Fuck."
I go language.
I was trying to say.
This reaction, can I do an insight check on him?
I mean, no inside check.
No.
You
I would-
totally notice it.
Okay.
Well, I was thinking more of like reading into it than anything else, instead of just noticing him like freaking
I've spoken
out.
about.
Yeah, you've already told us about your daddy issues.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you totally know that there's something wrong and it's personal.
And I'm scared.
So it looks like your guys' people fucked my people pretty hard, huh?
Looking at this.
Cedric's still shell shocked.
Cool.
Looks that way, but we had nothing to do with that.
Oh, I'm not
Okay.
blaming you two.
Like,
I mean, you guys didn't do anything to me. But the people who did.
It doesn't say anything about what the raw material, anything about whatever it was that was added and
the
shipped.
material that was basically the material. I'll give you this. What was traded with the Vesh people? They wanted the snuff or the spice. In turn, they were giving them a purplish stone.
Giving
Which
people from Archendale.
Archendale.
There's not anything else
the
that...
thing that Archendale was creating was the purplish stone that they are then trading to the Veshland for the chili powder.
Yeah.
So they were using what you guys would know as lavricite.
Oh.
Okay.
To get-
Yeah.
So Archendale was using lavricite to get spice
Correct.
to them, trading it to them.
Correct.
Archendale was accepting labricite as a payment and giving spice.
Correct.
Oh, no, you just said it the opposite
it's
way.
the other
That's
way
what I
around.
thought, but then you said it the opposite way.
Archendale was giving us lavricite. We were selling them chili powder. They
Yes.
get the chili powder,
Oh.
send it off to
The Vesh.
But-
where she's
No.
from.
Where she,
So
okay.
They
keeps going
alter
back.
it. They send it back.
I thought it was stopped there first and then Archendale.
Yeah, but does it
and
go
then
back?
Veshland.
Does it say
That's
it's
just
on
the
the
order
ledger?
that was on the manuscript. He's put it into the actual cycle.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So the spice goes to Archendale.
Archendale sends it off to where
after
Ares
adding
is
a
from.
component to it.
Yeah, after adding a component
Sends it
to
off.
Well,
to
sends it off.
what is
They add
freaking
something,
Dale
they
sending
send
to
it back.
Archendale first? The raw material first. What are they giving them? It doesn't say anything about that. The first part
That's
of
a
the cycle.
question to be answered.
It,
and
it
so
could
is
be the
who,
lavricite.
who is one funding it and two buying it.
Yeah.
And
So-
why do they want it?
Yeah. Because
After composing himself, Cedric will see. What was your dad's name again?
Eladir.
Eladir Falnoon, and he'll see Julius Silverstone's name, and he'll say, he'll look at Ares and go, "It seems your father has had some business with mine. And I gotta say, I fear for not only our lives but your father's as well, if that's the case."
I have to say it's not surprising that he's somewhere involved in all of this, but I don't know all the details, obviously, so I'm not
I can
sure.
only say we tread carefully. I knew my father had some dealings with the plague. I didn't know to what extent, but if he's this deeply rooted in it, if we meddle too far, he'll send more than we can handle.
Or he will face judgment. He will die for what he has done. There is no question.
Cedric looks conflicted at that, almost like he understands that is fair, but still remorseful that this is his father you were speaking about. But then he says, "At our current state, we cannot take him."
This is true. Well, I, for one, don't even know who your father is, to be honest with you. But
You're not there for the zone of truth.
Yeah, but he's saying he doesn't know of him. He
well,
just
no,
what he
and on
said.
top of that, I'm playing Gax like me, and I have a very short
Oh.
memory for things that aren't like
Yeah.
big in my mind. So I'm like, I have no idea what you're talking about at this point. But
To be completely honest with you, this ledger is probably the only piece of evidence that I've been searching for years about what happened to my own people and my own family after the plague came and, well, took a lot of my clan's life, or Clutch's life. So, if I can put an end, well, at least quell some of my ancestors' anger by taking the lives of the people who started it, then I will do it. There's no question in my mind. And you see a very, like, quiet fury in Gax's eyes. For a very quiet man and stuff like, well, for a very laid-back man, I feel like people would be taken aback at, like, the seriousness that he's taking this.
Cedric will meet that with that seriousness, taking you very seriously. And go, I understand and I am compassionate to your feelings. While I take no pleasure in taking my father's life, I know that it must be done.
At this point, I think, Nixel, you have made it to the Hollow Hex. However, on your way there, you see a bunch of commotion. Obviously, the Hollow Hex is going inwards into the city, down that main strip, and you know it to be a block or two away from the town hall. You can hear the ruckus and craziness that is happening over there, but you also see multiple people just sprinting by you, yelling, "He's got the cure! He's got the cure!
Oh no.
Everyone come!" And they're basically directing everyone towards the town hall. On that note, I actually forgot to ask you on your after your long rest, you need to make 2 checks for the fire bloom.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You needed to make a wisdom save and a constitution save.
The wisdom save is first, and that is 24 for the
24
wisdom save.
passes.
And then for the constitution, 7.
All right. So for the wisdom save, it's a shame I remembered now, but it's okay. It's fine. I'm not gonna worry. You feel the thing starting to like sap away at your life force. It's draining you of your energy, and you resist the part that is like endangering you. You feel even after your long rest, you feel it sapping, but you're of the ground, you're of nature, you know how it works, and you revitalize yourself with a couple of just natural snacks, right?
Stuff I have on hand.
Right. However, the constitution, it's making you extremely tired, so you're going to be at 1 level of exhaustion.
That's fair. No. Oh, yeah, okay.
What does that do?
And so this was actually your 2nd day with it so
Yes.
far, so you still have 1 more day to go.
Okay.
Anyways, back to Nixel. You hear all of this happening, this kerfluffle. What are you doing?
-2.
If I'm recalling correctly, me as a person, not as Nixel, I was told about that by Nephrex.
Yeah.
Basically, that Foxfire had a monopoly on the cure.
That he had it, yeah. And that you know it to be the same stuff that Gax has in his chest.
Oh, the stuff that
The fire bloom.
Fire bloom.
You literally have that flower that's just embedded
Which
in your
is-
cavity, chest cavity.
Which is also what I would have said to the group when I had talked to Macy, what she was talking about.
And Firefox has that earring, doesn't he? Or somebody did near his house?
from?
You know him that he's part of the Grey Withers.
Yeah, the fuckers burned it all.
Nixel would probably say to himself simply, seems like we're running out of time. And keep heading to the Hollow Hex. Kind of has a idea of what's going on, but if Foxfire has made himself known, that means it's going to be harder to get to him, so he's not really interested in putting himself in the middle of all the commotion.
Alright.
He'd rather just go do his day's shopping and then...
What is it
Be
you
back
want
with
in
the
the Hollow
party.
Hex? You get in there.
Welcome to the Hollow Hex. It's good to see you back.
Greedy. Very nice to see you.
I need a component pouch.
25.
Yep.
Damn.
I need thieves' tools.
20.
25. Brewer supplies are 20, and an herbalism kit is 5.
Yep, you can buy them all there.
Damn.
Of all my stuff, you would have took my list.
And you know what? Screw it. We're gonna get wood carver's tools while we're at it. Those are 5.
Cool. Grab them all. As you're walking back out, I'm gonna say you guys were walking and talking.
What?
We never got to do the chest.
Yeah.
Oh, eventually you guys bust it open. There's no need for a check.
Yeah. I mean, because I was
I was gonna say,
that
either
was
you
gonna be my
fail
next
if he
thing.
just breaks it open.
If we had time, I would have been like, you just need to bust
Eventually you
this thing
guys
open.
just break into it, and you find just about 400 gold.
Oh yeah. Okay.
We gotta tally all the gold we.
Yeah, divide that by 7. Oh wait,
We have
now
to
I can
tally
actually.
all
We
our
haven't
gold.
like
Well,
done all of that
yeah.
yet. We haven't made up. Yeah.
Yeah,
So.
somebody just write down the 400 and then we'll all do it when we get to
Yeah.
I've been writing down the gold.
57 divided among us.
Well, how much was it? 400
So,
you
yeah.
said?
Yeah, but we're
Yep.
just. Yeah.
So you guys walk and talk, you guys end up getting to the Hollow Hex. You also see these things happening where people are running, they're saying, hey, he's got the cure, all of that stuff. And there's a big commotion in the town hall area.
Seeing that.
And you see sick people starting to meander their way out
Yeah.
of places.
I'll go check it out.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'll turn to Argar.
I know I have it within me as well, but I don't know if it's wise to voice it now. The cure, I mean.
The question is if they're really selling the real deal, or if they're just gonna find a way to poison it, what they have left of it.
There's no point in them poisoning it because the people are already sick. So if they kill their new prospected spawns, what's the point of them getting sick?
But could it do something else?
You've seen what it can do.
Speed up the process.
Oh, I mean, there's a number of different things that they could have done to it to change the properties. I mean, it could speed it up, it could change them into something even more worse. It could, I mean, there's hundreds of thousands of possibilities with this. But we won't know until we see it.
But it's probably
Yeah.
going to heal it because it's the whole political thing. All the stuff with the ledger, make everybody sick, do all this stuff. Macy said about Foxfire, so it's a whole thing to look better. And
now he's going to be ahead of Macy Shadowmouse in the race to be the mayor of this town. And he's also going to be making a lot of money off of it as well if he's selling it. But if he really wanted to gain a massive political uplift, he would just give it out for free. But I doubt that will happen.
I say we go
Yeah.
find out what he's doing.
Are you guys stopping at the Hollow Hex first?
If possible.
Yeah, can we just like
can
dip
we
in real quick?
run
Yeah.
real quick because I've been needing to get stuff from Turkins first.
Your item is ready.
They
Yes.
hand you the Lenora comes up and gives you the chess set. Each one is individually inscribed with that symbol of
hell.
the bloodied hands. Looks pristine and perfect.
Looks divine. Thank you very much.
And are we all together? Sorry.
Oh,
Is he there?
Yeah. Then could we just divide the gold real quick?
Oh, Nixon's not there, is he?
No.
I'm there.
Yeah, he's at the hall.
What's
Yeah.
the total
Well, then,
between
It's
everybody?
400
Sorry,
gold from the
but-
chest, 1428 from the gold bars, then 1250 from the meat. All that together is 3078. Divided by
Yes.
7 becomes 439 gold and some change.
439
Yeah,
Okay.
and some change.
per person,
Oh
boy.
my
You're like, it's fine.
Wait,
You split
but
that money.
really messes me up here because I have mine calculated. I need you to take the gold bars out.
Take it out?
Yeah, take it out. Cause I've already
wait,
done my
wait.
math.
Okay, well then
I
that
need to know what I'm getting.
that's
despite the gold
1650 divided by 7. So add 235 and some change for you.
That's it.
And then how much was the original cost? Sorry?
Everyone else gets
439.
439 some change. So he already took his gold share, is what he said.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
All right, so you get your
And then I think it was like 7
beautiful
silver.
chess set
Yes.
back.
I look at what's her name?
Lenore.
Lenore. Look at Lenore. Say, Lenore, do you by any chance have any magical items that would enhance healing magic?
Not in the shop right now. No, I don't believe so.
Shame.
The
Okay.
3 best items I have for you all right now are the turtle brooch, the wind fan, and an emerald pen.
Oh, that's right. That's
What
right,
what do
that's
they do again? Would you mind?
The emerald pen is about illusory script. The wind fan can do gust of wind, and the turtle brooch can keep you from having to use as much movement to get back up on your feet.
I see.
And I'm gonna go. Oh, I'll let you finish first. Sorry.
I don't see any use cases for me with those items, but I appreciate it. And then I walk away, and then I go sit in the corner like I appreciate my new chess set.
And I'm gonna look around. Something I remember the last time was something catch my eye, but I knew I didn't have the gold for it at the time, so
it
I
was
didn't.
the emerald pen.
That's right. That's what I thought it was.
Oh, it stabilizes it.
So I find that.
Yep, it's
And
a
I-
beautiful kind of emerald quill with like gold lacing and like not like an emanation around it of like
Yeah.
gold basically.
And I kind of play with it, feel it in the hand while I'm like just getting like a sense for the weight and balance of it. And then I finally go up to the owner. I forget their name.
Lenore.
Just this.
It's gonna be 400.
And I do take the 400, my gold, hand it over.
Pass it to him.
Oh, is that the illusory quill?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
What does it do again?
While holding this pen, you can cast illusory script at will, requiring no material components.
That's why it costs so much, because those components, if you were continuously using that spell,
Yeah.
it's expensive.
If he didn't buy that, I was gonna buy it. So instead, can I just
you
break down
needed
spell
stuff?
components?
Yeah, the
Well,
eyelash
there's a reason
gum
I'm buying it.
Arabic and the bit of fleece.
So the fleece, she's like, you're buying the eyelash of gum Arabic? That's, you don't need to pay me for the fleece. You can just take that. It's gonna be 5 gold.
And that can you, I don't have to like replace that, right? We talked about that. Okay. Sweet.
I'm just gonna write down the components, like how many that I got, and I'll just
You see,
subtract it.
Lenore sort of, she buys a fleece and what looks to be a small kind of vial that has a thick-looking, like, amber liquid in it, and it's got, like, one eyelash that's just chilling and suspended in it.
Okay.
Anything else?
I don't think I need anything here.
Nothing? Cool.
Okay.
We all done with
Boom.
the shopping.
There we go.
Cedric is gonna
Just like that. Just like that, I'm poor. No.
After receiving this new chess set, and after everyone's done shopping, so he's gonna walk over to the group and say, "I need an excuse to use this. Are we going to go confront Foxfire now?"
Well, I think we're gonna go check out what's going on, but I mean, he might be there.
Okay. Well, in that case, I'm just gonna find a little place outside so he can try out his new enchanted chess set.
I thought you were gonna say go get me a little fine rose before you meet Foxfire.
No. So Cedric's gonna find a little place where he can sit down and cast augury.
Okay.
So he is going to sit down, crisscross. He's going to put the chess set right in front of him. He's going to take out 2 bandages, 2 long strips of bandages. He's going to prick his finger, swipe his blood across the first bandage. Not enough to like make it soaking, but just enough to that it's marked.
There's just a red streak.
Exactly. And he's going to tie it around like a blindfold so he can't see. He's going to take the second one, do the same exact thing, hold onto it, and basically bind his hands himself. He's going to sit in front of the chess set, and he's going to start making this prayer. And it's a ritual cast. As the chess set will start to float and glow in anticipation. He then, in common, for everyone, will ask the chess set, "Are we walking into danger with Foxfire?"
I think. So this is the next 30 minutes, correct?
Yes, because we're about to do this right now. So
It does not account for spells.
does not account for you receive the spell does not account for circumstances such as other spells that might change the result.
Okay. I'm gonna say you guys see as the chess set starts to rise and float in the air, and all of the symbols that were etched into the ivory pieces start to glow as well as they begin to animate and move across the chess set.
Yes.
I think what in DM terms you get a yes and no.
Oh,
So
a wheel and
woe.
So it's a stalemate.
And I think what happens is
Right.
you see all of the pawns line up, and then the 2 knights, the 2 knight pieces, leap over top of them, and then collide in the center. The 2 knights.
Wait,
And they
my
both
set of
topple
knights
over.
and the other set of knights.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Can you see this? Didn't the bandage wrap around your eyes?
Yes, but I can feel it.
Oh, okay. So I didn't know if you took it off.
Yeah, you all are seeing it. I'm
Yeah.
like basically feeling it.
While I'm watching that, Nixel would find Ares and hand her a small gear that has a whisper message in it. And it says we need to have a conversation in private.
I can answer back? No, I can't. Okay. I just
It's
hear
not
that.
like message. I'm
Okay,
just
it's
giving
just
you
giving
something that I magically
enough to-
tinkered with and put a message, like an auditory thing in.
Gotcha.
Uh,
Oh, this
while
is getting too messy.
while
This is
I
all.
watch
This is all within a
Cedric-
minute too.
Yeah,
by the way.
while I watch Cedric
Well, actually,
go
yours is a
through
ritual cast 10 minutes.
10 minutes. Yeah.
Oh, I see. Sorry.
So as I'm watching Cedric go through this entire thing and bind himself and blind himself, I lean over to Argar and I just say,
Yeah, mine's not this weird. I literally just sit in moonlight, close my eyes, and it just tells me what happens.
Cedric's a bit extra.
Yeah, this is kind of much for me right now.
Archendale folk.
They're like dancing dolls.
You beat Kieran in Dragon Chess.
I don't know. My cloak just kind of glows a little bit, and you see shooting stars, and that tells us. I don't know what this is.
Well, I recognize that one piece. I think you told me about that one.
and they jump up and they crash into each other. Gax goes, oh
Oh, that was actually pretty
Cedric's
cool.
trying to concentrate as he hears this. He's like kind of struggling to keep the concentration.
It's like, how is this guy so good at this game, but he doesn't know anything about it?
Pieces.
Okay, so that I can try again, but every time I try again, or every time I ask for a new question, there's a 25% chance that it fails.
Yeah, I'll start P right there. You won't have time.
Oh, sure.
As
music.
as you finish up that thing, the entire surrounding area starts to quiet down a little bit, and it's not coming from the town hall. It's coming from the other end where you guys came from. As you hear a
The dock?
as you hear a sudden new voice that you had not heard before sort of yell out across the main marketplace. Foxfire! And as you see this horse walk by, this darkened horse, on top of it you see this lean, kind of muscular, elvish looking individual. He's got canines that are slightly elongated. Not vampiric, but just elongated. One of them on the right side is encased in kind of like one of those like metal grills, but just the canine. And it has kind of like a vine structure that's going and wrapping around it. He's got very tan skin and kind of a white silver textured crop hairstyle. It's just a little bit messy in the front. You see his eyes shine violet and blue. He's wearing a black tunic, and on his right arm he has a bronze pauldron.
Bronze what?
Cauldron?
Cauldron. It's like a shoulder guard.
Yeah.
Oh.
And on his hip, he has a very elegant-looking, elvish sword. And as he sort of is slowly walking towards the crowd, he looks down your alleyway, and he locks eyes.
I can't do this.
And in your mind, no one else hears it. You hear
Me?
Yeah, just you. Your father sent me. And it's a kind of like a soft, almost sensual purring sound.
Oh shit. Okay.
As he carries on forward. That's
Do we?
where we'll end
Oh, I
our
was gonna
session.
ask, do we notice the glance? But never mind.
For
Thanks.
another day.
Thank you everyone for coming along.
Stay wicked, stay sensual,
Take it easy. Thanks
Stay-
for joining us
stay daddy.
as usual. And we'll see you next week.
stay daddy.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Join us for romance and political intrigue.
Like Daddy Issues V2 Electric Boogaloo.
I don't think this is a daddy issues thing. I think this is a boyfriend thing.